Give me 1 second and we will go live. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on into the live stream. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. Got a great show planned today. Amazing things happening for the altcoins, Bitcoin. And yeah, just Bitcoin pumping, doing its thing, man. Another beautiful day to be alive. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. It means the world to me. I'm going to bring this volume down for me, but I'll bring it up for you guys so it kind of balances off. That looks like it's a nice level there in the middle. Just give me 1 second and we will start the show. We were buying Theta. We were buying Theta well below $1. We don't buy the pumps. We get into these things way before they pump. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on into the live stream. Some days it's hot, some days it's not. It all depends, right? So, is what it is. I'm just happy to be here, be alive every single day, doing its thing. I bought at 40 cents. Good for you. Good for you. That was basically the best time to buy. I got a tip to buy at 40 cents. I did not. I bought at 80 cents after I was like, no way, no how. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shout out to Brady and that win, man. Still pretty cool to me to see Brady do that. Anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. And you're going to see what we do every day on the live and how we help you make money in crypto. So shout out to everyone here. And we're going to get into Bitcoin on the daily. And we're going to show you what we have planned. Now, the 4-hour looked like Bitcoin would be bearish. It did. And it did this kind of come down. But then it bounced back to the top. Interesting to say the least. But usually that doesn't go too high. This could kind of, you know, it's an interesting thing here, what we're doing. But we are breaking the pattern. We are breaking the pattern. To me, this is this here. And we'll probably come back down for this move. So you can see we have our upswing, our downswing, our upswing, our downswing, right? Little sideways action. This one was not as long. They got antsy on this one. Little sideways action came down. Little sideways action came down. Pumps back up. Dumps. Pumps back up. Dumps. And then that's the catalyst for the next move. And then there's a pump. So you can see how similar these two look. They're not perfect exactly, but they're pretty close. They're pretty damn close. They do pretty much the same thing. I feel like they sped one up because they were just like, you know what? We want to get this done already. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the fractals. I'm big on these fractals, guys. They tend to play out over and over again. So it looks like this is what we're looking at here. Oh, come on. Slow it down. Slow it down for me, baby. Slow it down. Don't go so fast now. Don't go so fast. There you go now. And, you know, I think we got something like this playing out here. They wouldn't be so sensitive with this thing. It's like I have to literally like tiny bits. But to me, it's pretty close. They're not exact, but they're close enough. And this is kind of this right here. See it? You have your hill, down, dump, upward movement, dump, sideways action, pump. And then this says we have a nice little dump before we move on to the upside yet again. Because we dump down here and test this level. Or test one of these levels. That's what it's saying. We have nice support here, though. We have really nice support at 51,986. So that is showing to be good. But yes, so far so good. But we kind of nailed this correction. Had a measured move to this area. Show you we probably slow down. Shout out to Zem. Looking at my wounds this morning, because for some reason I had a sell order set on Matic at 27. Shrek SM is one of my favorites. We'll give you a chart when it's ready. Needs a little more time, in my opinion. In my opinion, Bitcoin will give room for DeFi big coins to move. Adam, Dot, Link, Aave, Sushi. I agree. I'm building a giant position in Atom. I'm talking a big one, like a $12,000 position in Atom. Like in Bitcoin, though. In Bitcoin. So that's what I'm doing. You could do what you want to do. As long as you stick to the plan, Stan, things will be all right, man. So take a look. 1 hour is getting to that top. We had a bit of a double bottom here. And now the 1 hour is getting pretty high on the stochastics. Only a matter of time till that 1 hour comes back down. So be wary of that. Be wary of that. But we had a good run, didn't we? Now we just have to deal with new levels of support. Wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin came back down to 51,000 or 52,300 right here and just bounced off one more time for a double bottom. That would really just end up being amazing. Talking about C-Works, Currency Works, just want to put this on your radar. Is Cameron Shell one of the most genius, innovative, and successful technology entrepreneurs we have ever met? The CEO of Dragonfly. In December, we announced C-Works, the #1 crypto pick for 2021, and DFly as our #1 technology pick for 2021. DFLY is currently trading for $2.78 a share, and it's up 341% since our 63 cents suggestion. Bitcoin has hit 56,000 this morning. The most popular blockchain-related topic in mainstream media is NFT technology. C-Work announced the launch of their NFT digital collectible platform in July. Okay? In July. And nobody was talking about NFT technology. Cameron Shell somehow knew that NFTs would become the #1 most rapid growing blockchain technology space. Many companies will try to jump on the NFT bandwagon, but C-Works already established itself as the #1 leading publicly traded NFT technology company on the TSX. So just putting that on your radar, guys. Putting that on your radar. Okay? And just related news and aspects of related news. I have Zem in a down channel waiting for a bullish pattern to form. That's how I know it's not ready, Shrek. There you go. And look, I get my back hunched when I keep the mic too low. So if I put the mic up, I keep my back straight and everything is better in the game. Okay, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. 27 people, 17 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? And just do what it does. Do what it does. Beep, not bep. Bep, not beep. Beep 21. Bep 21. That's funny. Someone commented on my video. It's beep. It's bep, not beep, bro. Hilarious, right? Hilarious. But let's see what we're seeing here. And if you're new to the channel, we're going to give you a long-term idea. Short-term trade, I'd say I'm pretty bearish on Bitcoin short-term. Like in the next half an hour throughout the afternoon. Says we actually could get a little more of a pump on the 1 hour. 1 hour isn't done. So I guess I pull that back. 1 hour says we could pump a little more. All right. So 1 hour's got a little juice left. Actually, a lot more juice. You never know. I think we get to all-time highs, maybe possibly by later on today. Pretty easy. We're not that far away. And then once we break that all-time high, the frenzy begins, right? So oscillators could break this 1 hour, could really pump us up to 60K. Now I was bearish for a second, but I forgot it was Bitcoin, man. You know. Now this is my target here, $73,000 for Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart. Okay, 72,868, and on the daily, yeah, about $73,000 Bitcoin is on the way, guys. It's on the way. You can see we're starting this right here. We're right here. It's pretty obvious to me where we are and what we're doing in the Bitcoin channels. So there you go. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I have Bitcoin going up to $73,000, and we're not a bull. We're not. I mean, we're moon boys. We want Bitcoin to go up. We love Bitcoin, but we're not like, we give you both perspectives. We're not 100% perma bulls. We're just giving you the charts every single day, showing you what's going on. What about CHZ, my friend? CHZ just exploded, absolutely exploded. But look, this still has room to go on the stochastics on the daily, and we could double top up here. And you can see this, as I showed you guys, this is where this move began, right here. We had one of the bigger candles right in the middle. So this could do the same thing. We get to get a giant candle in the center there. Look, there's always a big candle here in that middle area. Big one there, big one there. 1, 2, 3 big candles. 1, 2, 3 big candles. Beginning, middle, and end. Pretty interesting, right? So we have somewhat there, but that's a big one. But tells us this is a big candle coming. Yeah, printed the target diagonally is quite a bold approach. Interesting. I don't know what he's saying, but if you haven't watched the channel, we've been consistently right over and over and over and over again. All you have to do is take the measured move, like so. It actually has to be diagonally, because if you don't put it perfectly diagonally, see, it's actually up a little bit. You're going to be off. I'll be honest, you're going to be off. If you go straight up, that's wrong, in my opinion. You got to match this angle in a bull run. Now, in a regular run, you get smaller moves. Like, you go back to just the way things are, and this is all you have to do. I'll be honest with you. It is something more like this. Measured move, bang, bang, bang. But things are changing in a bull run, and you're basically doing Elliott wave theory. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. Wave 5 is the biggest wave. So we're coming up for the big wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. And then ABC correction, and then continued on. So there's going to be, we're going to go to the highs of the highs. And there's going to be a time to take some profits, and we'll have to get into that. So we'll see what's going on. That is not how everybody else does it. Most analysis vertically to the bottom for the first week down. Hey, that's I'm not most analysis, and my analysis has been correct like 100% of the time. So you say whatever you want, man. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. I'm not trying to prove myself at this point. I don't have to. I have like hundreds of people that have made money with the exact measured move. And honestly, look at the measured move. I actually can prove it to you right now. Here's your measured move. Now, if you went straight up, you wouldn't have gotten the measured move. See? Had you went straight up, you would have been you would have been close enough to say you got it. But to me, like, we nailed it. Like, we actually hit the exact measured move. So, I don't know. You do what you want, but, like, it's all right here for you to see. Like, it is what it is. There's always going to be someone with some type of weird perspective, and I get it. I get it. Become a lifer. Become a lifer and take a deep breath. You'll be all right. You'll get out of that OCD thing you're doing. So check it out. We got we're all the way up to about $76,000, right? Is now my target for Bitcoin. So we're calling $76,000 for Bitcoin. Probably, when do I see it happening? Now, I'm not always trying to say I'm great at timing the market, right? March 21st, today is what, March 9th? Sitting at March 9th. Let's take a look here. March 10th. Let's see. It was let's go back to the 1st. So this all kind of started, March 1st, man. And we came up, we came down, but we started to make a move. So interesting. Bitcoin sitting at 47,000. 10 $10,000 in 8 days. Another 8 days in a week, 68K. Yeah, so, I mean, I think in 2 weeks, we could be at $70,000, $75,000 in about 2 to 3 weeks at the most. I think 3 weeks at the most. Shout out to Farmer D. Shout out to everyone here in the live stream. I appreciate everyone here, man. I really do. Yo, please make a movie on me. That would be so sick. So, Bitcoin doing its thing, man. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. As I said before, still has room to go. So, I think we got room to go. So, if you want to take a trade today on Bitcoin, you want to get lucky, the 1 hour is good in your favor. So, what do you have to wait for? You have to wait for that 15-minute to rock and roll. And, you know, it's actually starting to curve right now, too. We're seeing that pull. I think Bitcoin just wants to do what it does. So, that would make me go to even a smaller time frame to try to judge. But look, there's a bit of a cup and handle right there. Isn't it funny, man? These things occur everywhere. I just want to show it. Look at the mini cup and handle. It's like a little mini guy. The little guy. Look at that little guy on the 15-minute. But I'm telling you, man, these things play out. Whenever you can do and make this type of pattern, buy and hold that puppy because it's going to rip. And how do you take your target? You would take the length down to the middle. And boom. And adjust it just right. And I'm a master with my targeted moves. Like, you guys see how it's not here. It's not there. It's not there. It's right there. Like, there's a place. Like, it's off if it's literally, that's not it. You see, that's not it. And you see, that's not it either. It's right there. Like, that's it. See that? And that's your cup and handle, man. And Bitcoin did its thing. Like, look, it's hilarious, right? But that's what I'm talking about. Thanks ever so much for existing in our lives. Robert Hodia. Hey, anytime, man. Anytime, man. Anything I could do to help you guys. Look, 7-minute wants to rip up too, and the 15-minute was curling. So this tells me that I could possibly get into a little Bitcoin trade right now. So what would I do? I play this just like I was playing the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the daily candle. And I'd say, okay, we're forming a bit of a flag. We're touching the 21-day moving average. All the things that daddy likes. We're coming down to the bottom of the pennant too. Even more. Even more. So now I take my measured move. Bam. And this is still a very high risk trade. And I don't suggest always doing this. It's not something it's not my forte. But yeah, this could come back down and split. Now we could also see a head and shoulder pattern. This could be a double top and beginning to fall down, right? So not guaranteeing any of this. And look, it looks like we'll have some support here and some support right here. So Bitcoin trade right now, 55.9 could be a possible place to get in and get out here at about 58.5. So there's a chance. There's a chance. High risk, high reward. Get that 4%, right? And use a little leverage, 10x leverage on this trade, $100, no more. Bullish divergence on ADA on the daily. We'll take a look. Discord link. Yeah, we got a Discord. We do have a Discord. If I could find it. If I could find my own Discord. There it is. This is the Discord, man. All right, so check it out. Life on the life. Thanks for so much. Okay, so there's Bitcoin, man. There's a possible trade. This is the only thing I'm thinking about right now. Possible trade for Bitcoin, but I'm giving you a larger time frame. Daily is getting to that high point, but does not mean we can't continue to the upside. But wow, look at those green candles on the daily for Bitcoin. Same as this area, but wow, even more bullish, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight green days. You know it's going to let go at one point, go sideways, and we're going to get that blast off. Now, what I really like is dominance. Yes, it got pushed up a lot. It got this candle, but seems to be kind of hanging out, you know. So, seems to be hanging out. So, seems to be hanging out right now. So, we'll take a look. 61.61 for a second, 61.62. We don't want to see it break this area, right? This 62.33 area. We see dominance break that, we're going to be in trouble. But it's okay. Good morning. Thanks for streaming. Anytime, Andrew Gibson. Anytime, Ponage. Anyone doing slime? No, I've heard about slime finance. We'll take a look at the finance. I'll show you a new finance thing I'm in. If you want to know, if you stay tuned towards the end, guys, I'll give you the next I'm out of Smokehouse, but I'll give you the next, what I think looks just like Smokehouse. Looks like we can run it for at least, I run these for 5, 6, 7 days. 12 days to me is a long time, and then I'm out. And I'm looking for the next one, right? Don't get attached to these things. Don't think you're going to stay in them for a month or a year and make that whole APO. It's just ridiculous. Get in, get out. So I like this, though. This is sitting in that bear flag. So as long as we don't break 62.33, we're very bullish on altcoins. But the daily is popping up here. I would not like to see this break up and continue to the upside. So we'll be watching this dominance closely. So far, so good. Also, 4-hour coming too high. I would like to see it turn eventually. And that's also in our favor that we can come back down to the pattern and just stay in this chop despite what the daily wants. So watching Bitcoin dominance, so far so good. It did pop on us though. Just warn you guys, right? We did get that huge pop. You can see alts just turned red immediately, like just big red bars in the altcoins. But we've seen it recover pretty well already as the USDT pairs got brought up by Bitcoin and they all kind of got disheveled, but they moved together. Wow, now total. I thought total would basically kind of get rejected here. I'm still watching it very closely. I still think it's in this pennant here. And we're going to come all the way back down to the bottom of the pennant. But there's a chance that that's not the case. And we're actually just breaking out of a wedge. And we're going to continue to the upside. But I believe we're in this pattern here. They love to do it. And they do it all the time. They bring us up and they bring us back to the upside and almost to that next high. But if we don't break that next high, we're going to break to the downside. So it's the same idea, right? We need to break this high. If we don't break this high at 1.75 trillion, I can't believe I get to say it, $1.75 trillion, we don't break this high, we're going to probably get rejected and form this pennant that I'm talking about and come all the way back down to 1.386. It's going to be a tough march. They're going to try to rip your heart out because they're getting ready for one of the biggest pumps of your life. In April, May, June, July, into this summer, we're going to see some of the biggest pumps you've ever seen in your entire life. So what I truly believe coming for us is the idea that, they're going to put us through the, So I'm just warning you guys. I have a feeling. And you know what? And it's not even a feeling. I'm just projecting on the chart. This is what they did here. They did it right there. Okay? We got the fractal to prove it. And they did it right here. They did the same thing right here. They bring you up. They bring you down. Almost very close to the lows. Before they bring you up again. Right before they do the big pump, I've noticed, they bring you down low. Look, right here, they had a pump. They brought you down. They pumped you up. They brought you down. They pumped you up. Look, it's crazy. They brought you down. They pumped you up. 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 Look, before every big pump, they bring you down. I'm showing you this stuff. So you're ready for the next move. Look, they brought us down. They pumped us up. What do you think they're going to do now? They're going to bring us down, man. This is what these whales do. I would definitely look at GRT, one of my favorite coins in the game. I positioned everybody to get into GRT. I talked about GRT at 30 cents. I started buying at 30 cents. I flipped it at 97. I didn't know it was going to go to $3. I'll be honest. That 3X to me in like a few days was amazing. So I took my money. What are we looking at right now? This is the crypto total market cap. This is the entire market cap of crypto. So this really gets you the whole picture of what's happening in the entire market. A lot of people get bored by this stuff. It's not the sexiest stuff to talk about. It's not what everybody wants, but it's really the brass tacks of crypto, and we got to do it every single day. So high chance, right? We are coming down. We are getting this flip up on the 4-hour, but it's very rare. Sometimes we come back up, come back down. So there's a chance we get this bigger move. I'll be watching this level. We break this level, 1.72 trillion, I'll change my tone. And I'll tell you, no, I think we're going to break up. And now we have new resistance. And we have a new floor here at 1.7. And we'll hopefully hold that level. Maybe we're making one of these. And we're just going to test this top area and make our way on out. So we could be making one of those and be gone. I'd love to see that. So we'll see. But right now, I'm still very wary. And I believe we're going to come back down. We're going to look at now we're sitting at 1.7 trillion. So we're going to find out very soon if we break this 1.75 trillion at the all-time high of the entire market. We're very close to the all-time high of the whole market. For the total market cap, what are your predictions for the total market cap end cycle? It's got to be between 10 and 12 trillion, in my opinion. It's got to be. Because Bitcoin goes up to 100, that's $2 trillion market cap, right? 153 trillion. Bitcoin goes to $200,000, $4 trillion. And eventually, we're talking Bitcoin 300,000, 250,000. and a blow off top of 400K. And I think it's just going to touch 400K and come back down to like 320. Like, it's going to be insane. People are going to be like, I wish I was up there. Oh my God. Like, the frenzies, I think the exchanges are going to break. It's going to be nuts, right? It's going to be insane. And so when we break it down and we look at it really, if Bitcoin gets a $5 trillion market cap, the alts got to come along with at least a $3 trillion. Right now we're sitting with a total of 2. So now we'll look at total 2 to kind of answer this question. But total 2 is the entire market cap of the altcoins. Now this is interesting. I see it doing the same thing, coming to this high and getting rejected and forming this bigger pennant. Now we hope a lot of times that the pennant is a little smaller and this line could go up a little bit. And we could hope it's more like this, and that way the low is not as low as these lows. And we could take that. But be prepared. March is an ugly month. For whatever reason, it likes to kind of twist your heart out. So get ready for the twisty, crazy March. So far, though, Bitcoin's up in March. It's defying the odds of March. So far, so good. Could be one of the greatest Marches ever for Bitcoin. So, bro, what are your thoughts on QuantStamp? I don't know much about QuantStamp. I know it's been around for a while. I've heard of it many times. Thumbs up from Dexus. Shout out to Skybull Houston. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live stream. Really appreciate it. If XRP goes to 100, XRP, man, has me just kind of like I'm so happy I sold my XRP. Actually, let me in my next video why I sold all my XRP, and I'm going to piss off all the XRP army. And I like it. I was an XRP guy, and I'm huge into XRP, and I still own an XRP bag, all right? Not a lot, like 10,000 XRP. And but I'm willing to add to it at the right time. If I get a big hit on something, now to me, I'll only add to XRP if I get free money. Like, there's just too many other coins out there that are blowing it away at the moment. Maybe it'll get its itch together with the Flare network, and I think it could get into the DeFi space. And I'm not discounting that it could move billions of dollars for the banks, and I'm not discounting that it could explode. But time will tell. And right now, there's a time and place, and it's not the place or the time to get into XRP, right? It's a waste of time. So at the moment, and you could accumulate, you could do whatever you want, but like you could just forget about it and focus on something else, and you'll make a lot of money. And then you can come back to XRP when it gets its big boy pants, right? Like Sand blew XRP out of the water, went from 4 all the way to 50, right? Did more than a 10x, 12, 13x. We want coins that are 15, 20x, and like we don't want to look at something that almost 4x and then crapped all over us, and that's XRP. So anyway, I'm gonna remove this stuff because you can see how close we are. We basically touched the all-time high yet again. A lot of times we do get rejected, but we're very close. All the altcoins, $668 billion. We're very close to the all-time high for the altcoins. Do we make the bigger idea that I'm talking about? Do we make the bigger pattern that I've been discussing? Or do we break to the upside? Now, usually it is a lower low. Already I'm leaning a little bullish right now for the alts. Also getting a really nice pull-up here on the 200-day moving average. We're pulling up the moving average. When's the last time we saw something like this? Something like that. But a lot of times, or something like this too. Or like that, see? But a lot of times we get that dump. So, I just see that we could dump right here. And maybe it's not that bad. Like I said, it could be something like this. This could be the pattern we're forming. But I just have this feeling we're going to be coming down to this area, okay? 4 hour suggests nil, though. 4 hour has power. So, it looks like the altcoins, man, they might actually go on a run. The 4 hours telling me no. The stochastics are strong, man, and they tell you a story. And this thing's about to rip. So we're going to get into the rupee. We're going to get into the hydral, whatever it's called there. Well, we're going to get into that in a second. We'll show you my newest DeFi hype that we found last night. Shout out to anyone that jumped onto the live stream last night. Last night we had a really cool live, man. Everyone who jumped on in, really appreciate the work. And what we did is we looked for coins together. We looked for hot coins together. We went through CoinMarketCap, and shout out to Supreme K. This guy is really getting into crypto the way it is, like the way I did, And if this thing bites you, and you get bit, and honestly, crypto could change your whole life, like never be the same. So here we go, total 2, man. I like what I'm seeing here for total 2. I do, and it could go up and down here and continue. But this is all the altcoins. So I'm just seeing there could be a possible pullback. But you know what? 4 hours suggests no. Take a look at that daily. Daily's getting up there, but that's kind of where a lot of magic happens. Right around here, look, we still had a huge move to the upside. So we could surge halfway into this area, into the $841 billion area, on the way to $1 trillion. When the altcoins hit $1 trillion, it's going to be a big story. It's going to be a big story. I'm going to write that down. ALTS hit 1 trillion. I'm going to make that video before anyone else does, because that's going to happen. And I can't wait to be the guy who has it written, because I've been tracking it all along. Okay. And there's my measured move. Now I could take a bigger measured move too. I'm going to go for the gusto. So there's where we're headed in the long run. So we're going all the way up right there. That's funny. That guy's like, how can you make a diagonal? I'm like, because that's how I do it. $1.2 trillion for the entire market cap of all the altcoins. So we're heading into a hypercycle. It's been written. This is March's chop. This is spring's vision. Maybe then in June, we'll have that cool off, right? And then August and July, we always know are hot months. September is a cool off month as well. And there you go, man. There you go. So, how are your rupees behaving? We'll take a look at rupee in a second. Shout out to everyone that got into rupee with me. And you got to make a move when it happens. You got to make a move. Let's look at the, yeah. And look, so far so good. I said this was in a thing. It would fall down. It's coming down, double bottoming here as it falls out. But this was a rising wedge that fell out. This is the USDT dominance. So this is like how many people were having their money in Tether. And continuing to the downside. Continuing to the downside. And it's actually in a downwards channel now. And to me, it's still pointing to the downside. And it could still double bottom down here, and it's not even done on the daily. So, for a while, I don't see anyone jumping back into the USDT pairs. It's time for the Bitcoin pairs, guys. You don't want to be in something that's going to the downside. Here's DeFi Perp. We position it like this, and look, it is following my... And he said, why do you angle it like that? Why do you angle it like that? I don't know. Maybe because that's how the price moves? If he's still here, I hope he's learning something, but he probably isn't. That's the sad thing about it. It's the people that need to learn the most are the people that fight it the most. Anyway, daily for DeFi Perps getting high. We had our big move. We had a nice run. DeFi Perp correction coming back to the upside. Doesn't mean it's over. You know, we still had a nice run up here. Look at this. From here to here, we had a nice run, slight pullback, and then another run. So, but we got to break that all-time high. This is all the DeFi basketed into like a whole thing. This is Aave, Uni, a bunch of different coins all put together. You can Google this. You can find out what it is. DeFi Perp, right? I don't even, it might even be here. DeFi Perp. Might be on CoinMarketCap. I picked it up from another trader, so I don't even know where I heard of it. DeFi Perp. Charts and quotes on TradingView. Perpetual contract volume. CoinGecko. There it is. DeFi Perp. FTT derivative. So you can actually play derivatives on this too. I mean, that would be a good derivative to trade. Hey, man, can you show your Fibonacci level settings? I want to remove the colors. It's annoying. What colors? I have the colors in there, though. Oh, yeah, like the thick colors? Yeah. You just want to right-click here. Go to your settings. And then you're going to want to go to style, I believe. Visibility. No. Coordinates, text. Style. I believe it's style. Actually, I don't think this is picking the right one. There we go. And you're going to want to go to background, see? And just run this down. You can even unclick it all the way. It's not even needed, in my opinion. Right? There you go. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. And look, you can see we came to the 382. That's a bullish sign. It's forming an inverted head and shoulders too. Look at that. We go to that 4 hour. Look. Inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder. Bit of a head. Nice shoulder. Beginning to break to the upside. So we're seeing bullish moves in DeFi, man. Just getting started for DeFi. All right, so that's kind of it. And then we do the dollar index just to make sure the dollar isn't creeping on us. And, you know, it was for a second, but we're getting overbought. They tried to pump the dollar as best they could. They got it to 92.60. That's the best they could do. We'll take a look at that 4 hour for the dollar, though. Look, nice little dump. You can see that coming onto the downside. And, yeah, let it fall. We're kind of looking just like this right now. And I think we're going to head down another leg like this all the way back down. Probably hit support at about 91.10. But this thing is cooked. This thing is cooked. It does not have the juice. I don't see how the dollar could go up. Like, who is putting... It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So that's the show. See, I did the show. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. Total 2. USDT. DFI perp. The dollar index. And all that wrapped into one. So far, so good. Dollar index on the 4-hour does want some more juice. But it's curving back down. Could double bottom down here. So just watch that. We'll be watching on this. We do not want a strong dollar popping on us. We do not. But the daily is getting overbought on its way to curve to the bigger downside also. So I see a downward motion for the dollar. All right, now let's go to the big giant crypto lifer list, a list that scares me. Every coin in the game all together at once. Let's see, Vite up 100% today. How we miss that? Shame on my lifers. I shame on myself. How do we miss Vite? We miss some big ones. We miss Engine. You know, I know about Engine too, but just like life. Like I'm running around with the baby, life. Phantom in the falling wedge, close to the breakout. Phantom already broke out. We were talking about Phantom yesterday. We'll take a look at Phantom right now for you guys. Phantom, one of my favorite coins in the game. Love talking about Phantom all the time. Phantom. Phantom's made me a sweet chunk of money, and I like to continue to play Phantom. FTT. I'm telling you right now, this is a beautiful coin to hold. We had it in this wedge. Looked like it was going to go up 71% from this area. And look, it's continuing to go to the upside. Now it's playing with this new support level. That's an SR flip. Look, resistance, support. Could be a really good place to get into an FTT trade right here off the support resistance on the daily. Still has room to go to take you to the target up in here. And then you could just hold this long term, maybe sell a little bit, leave the profits and let it run. If you missed Engine, get on Mana. 1 hour, 15-minute time frame. Have you checked out TVK? We like TVK up in here. We haven't looked at it too much lately, though. Terra Virtua. We'll take a look at Terra Virtua. Thank you for bringing that up on the radar. So what I'd like to do now is, look, I can do this. I'm going to duplicate. This is pretty interesting what I'm going to do now. And we're just going to go to TVK because I want to make sure that we have it. Cake looking really nice. Starting this beautiful bowl, man. You know what happens when these bowls start to come out. We're going to take a look at Cake in a little while, too. We're going to give you an update on Cake, Bake, Reef. You know what we're going to do. You know what coins we're talking about. You know where we're at. And we're going to see them all through. We're going to see these trades through from the beginning. I'm not a trader who's going to mention some trade and then like 2 months later, just like, oh, what happened to you guys? Like, oh, did you sell? No, we're going to watch these trades from beginning to end. We're going to take you through the trades that we have talked about, that we have positioned ourselves in. We're in Cake. We're in Bake. We're in Reef. And we're going to hold these. Yeah, and other coins are going to fly all around us. And that's okay. Because we're going to have our day in the sun when our coin goes up 10, 20x. And people are going to look at us and be like, damn, I wish I was in that. And we're going to say, well, we were. But we were in early, and we were patient as well. 1 inch. Beautiful sign now as it bounces off the 200-day moving average. And that's why you want to see the 200-day moving average cross across your pattern. Because it tells you that your pattern is moving to the upside. And soon, the moving average will be like just like this. Moving average becomes the next levels of support, and we go on our way. So 1 inch just forming this beautiful bowl. You can see it's just forming another beautiful bowl. And this is how you accumulate these things. And next thing you know, they rip up to $20, and you don't even know how it happened, but you were patient and you did your thing. What do you think about Theta and CHC? Theta and CHC are amazing. They're amazing. They're great coins. I was looking at them both way before, and we even saw any of these pumps. We talked about Theta. We talked about CHE many times. Both of those coins have been on the live stream many times. CHE, when it was at 3-4 cents, we talked about it many times. I kept talking about it's an IEO. I said to watch it. You know, I definitely put a trade out for it way back months ago. So shout out to anyone that got into any of those. But I didn't put any long-term holds, and I didn't say I'm holding this long-term, but I wish I was. And I can't say that I didn't always want to have a bag of CHZ, you know. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Even if you can squeeze $500 into some of these, look, they go up 5-10x. It turns into $5,000, guys, right? So, you know, my idea is I only put in between 1,000 and 2,000. And when I can get in a position, it's a one. Like I got into 1 inch for like maybe $3,000 at the most. Got into Cake for maybe a couple grand at the most, right? Got into Bake for just like, and then as each of these grow, one of them turns into 20K. You sell half. Now you have another 10K to flip into another 5 coins. You see, 6 coins even if you want. You could put 8 coins at $1,200, whatever you want to do. But it's about diversifying the portfolio as you move ahead. Don't stay in a coin forever. Like, this is the one, I have to have it. Like, I mean, it's cool. Any strategy will somewhat work at one point as long as you stick to it. But just, you know, remember what I'm saying. We'll take a look at Singularity.net. AGI, this thing is hot to trot. Why is it so hot? Well, I love when the bottom of the pattern interacts with that 200-day moving average. And you can see now we're on our way, forming a new uptrend. Only a matter of time till this thing goes to the upside. So AGI, I like to look at the BTC pair. I am hungry for BTC lately. So it's funny, you're going to see me fiending for the BTC pair. Shout out to the new subscriber, German Childers. Thank you so much for jumping on in. You have any stacks, STX? No, people talking about, boss, Bunny Boost is coming. Check it out. Talk about Bunny Boost. Send a link into the Telegram to let me know what's going on. Ramza, did you send something in my personal or send something into the into the general chat? Look at, we sold our reef. I don't care if Reef made 2 scam projects. We're not selling our Reef, man. We don't care. I don't care. Maybe he made 2 scam projects, but maybe he's changed his tune. Maybe he's with a group of people. Oh, these guys are clowns, man. I'm sorry. I'm not into it. Don't post this stuff. Guys listening to other YouTubers. We're looking at TA, guys. We're not listening to the guy who was a scam. We don't care. We don't care. To me, Reef isn't a cup and handle. And cup and handles go to the upside. And I'm going to hold this cup and handle till it breaks to the upside. I am. It's just that simple. I'm that stubborn of a TA trader. Okay? And then I'm going to get out when I 10x my money. You know, maybe I'll sell half. I'll get my initial back after maybe we triple up, quadruple up. And I'm going to ride this to 30 cents, man. That's it. It's that simple. So you do what you want with your money. You listen to some random YouTuber who sold his bags. And you know what I'll do is I'm going to remember this. And I'm going to laugh at this when we go up hard. And I'm going to say, look at this guy, Cheeky Crypto, who sold all his reef because of some YouTube nonsense that he read. Because he couldn't stick to his TA because he didn't have the guns. He didn't have diamond hands. He had weak hands. He had paper hands. That guy is a paper hand trader. What else is he going to sell? You know what I'm saying? What else is he going to sell? Would you mind checking out the TA on ING? I bought back my ADA last night from SK. I'm excited on the Bunny Boost, and now I don't know what he's saying. My man Roman, one of my best students, one of a great person to have in the group. Shout out to everyone. 55 people watching. Can we get the likes up to the amount of people, please? 55 likes. All right. Ren looks like a big cup and handle. What do you think? You know, I love Ren right now. I'm talking to Ren. Ren is on my radar like I've never thought. Like, I've been talking about, dreaming about Ren, especially the BTC pair, right? Look at this. And yeah, that's a bit of a cup and handle. You called it a cup and handle, right? Let's see what we got. Ren doing its thing. We got a lot of amazing tickers out here. BLZ pumped last night because it partnered with $50 billion infrastructure. Equinix. Interesting. Let's take a look at TVK. Let's take a look at Phantom. Let's get back to the original post. But yes, this is a bit of a cup and handle as well. Because there's your handle, right? We broke on out. Right, we broke on out. Came back, retested, came out for a double bottom. Making our higher lows as well onto a new uptrend. Finally making that trend on the way out. So I like Ren BTC right here. I really do. 1 hour is a little high. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. Coming down. Wow, but it got kind of bounced off the dotted line with a push up here. That's when the Stokes worry me though, right? When they're kind of doing this, but we are respecting. So now what I do is I start getting into my support and resistance. When I get a little confused by the oscillators, then I choose another one to round me out, right? So I'm starting to look at my support and resistance lines to try to get my perspective right. And we can see that we hit this one and got rejected there, which was the same place we had here, okay? Same rejection point. And we see some candles closing around this area. So we're very close to the bone here. Could we bounce off this area? This is very important at 23.48. If we do not, looks like we could come back and test at least this area here at 22.81. This middle area where these two candles close right here. And then last but not least, right, 22. So I would put a limit order in at 22.33. 22.33. See if I get super lucky. That would be like the lowest point I think you can get it. Because at that point, that will be where the 200-day moving average kind of starts to come up to. We could get wick bound, but 22.33 could be your Hail Mary. So you could buy one right now. You You know, you tell yourself how much you want. I want $1,000. Okay, so you buy 250 right now. Then you wait. You see if it can stay in the zone. If it stays in the zone and chops out, you buy another 250 when it comes down here. If you see that it breaks in the middle of the night, Bitcoin does something crazy, put a limit order in right here at 23.10, and then put your Hail Mary order in here for like, $300 at 22.33. So then have two orders here. If it bounces down through with a wick, they catch both, comes back into the middle, you wake up and you're up already. That's what happens. Higher highs, lower lows on REN BTC. I like REN BTC starting to change a trend. It's also the same thing we talk about over and over again. The falling wedge with what? The 200-day moving average creeping through the bottom. And that always breaks to some big moves. It's also up, down, up. It's at that down place with a little bit of an up movement. I like where we're at. I like where we're at for REN BTC. Okay? Let's take a look at the daily on that. Daily is kind of spent, but coming back down, getting a curve, suggesting a little bit of chop, but that is also a giant cup and handle. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. You know what happens to these, right? So if you like your Bitcoin, and REN is a hot project. Why is REN hot? REN has the virtual machine, right? The REN RVM, it can turn your coin into another coin on the Ethereum, on Bitcoin Cash, and on the Bitcoin mainnet. So it can turn it into REN BTC. And pretty interesting what REN does. And I'm gonna be making some videos about REN and talking about REN 2, one of my favorite projects in the game. So look at this cup and handle we have forming for REN. I like what I'm seeing the daily. Oh, this is the 3-day even. The 3-day isn't too bad. The daily is a little overspent, so I'd like to see this come back down before I get into this project. So I'd like to wait and see what's happening. Looks like we might have a little more chop here. Something funny going on. We have to wait and see. Bitcoin is moving pretty hot, and we have some dominance issues, just a little bit. But for the most part, I like what we're seeing. I just don't know if it's ready for entry yet. Hadouken, do your magic, man, and tell me when the perfect time to enter is. Parabola with the bearish divergence played out. Yeah, it did. Yeah, look, bearish div right there. Bam. You remember why I entered Matic even after the bearish divergence? Same thing with REN BTC. Parabola with bearish divergence played out. What do you think of Dash? Hadouken, though, when is the good time to get in? Higher highs and lower lows. Long trend line holds. I'd like to see this level here hold too high, too. This is a high level. So, REN BTC, man. That's a trade I think I'm going to be taking soon. As soon as REN becomes fully decentralized, it'll make moves. I'm sticking to IO2X, my next big trade, if not the biggest yet. Well, you're not making big trades because you know now what you're doing. ADA found strong support at 105 and 111. I bought back my ADA last night from SKL. Okay, shout out to you. Let's take a look at Phantom, man. So there's a call right here. I mean, we're going to be watching REN BTC when the perfect time is. We'll put out a call, but look, the daily is about to have a MACD cross. Interesting, but remember, the Stokes beat the daily. But I've also seen big moves once the Stokes cross this dotted line. So, still kind of bullish on the daily despite it being that high. And we're getting this curve up here. This is interesting to me. This is interesting that we bounced off the dotted line. A lot of times we have to come back to the dotted line. Here we did not, though. So there's a chance that this thing is very, very bullish. So already off the bat, I'm feeling a little FOMO-ish for this coin. When I get that feeling of FOMO, interesting. Getting a little FOMO. Getting a little FOMO for this. Okay. Believe I'm going to start a position. Slow. Nothing big, but I'm going to start a position in REN BTC. I'm going to show you how we do this. And it's good that Bitcoin went on a nice pump. We'll take advantage of that. Because now we're in some Bitcoin. We'll take that. And look, there's REN BTC, which is BTC REN that's been equivalently put on. So REN is doing a lot of things with this virtual machine. So we looked at our stuff, right? How much we got? 16.16 BTC, right? So we got to look at that. We're sitting at 56,339. We're going to times that by 0.1692589, right? It's going to give us 9K. Now, I'd like to put in maybe about 1,400 into the REN trade. $2,000 at the very most into REN BTC. So, the idea is you could also do this. 2,000 divided by 56363. It's going to give you 0.035, right? And we're going to divide that now by 4. And I'm going to put 0.088 4 times. 0.88, and we'll round up. We'll do the triple eights, 0.8888. So we now know what to put into the trade. 0.00888, right? On the 8s now. Let's actually go to the smart trade. That's where we want to be doing this. And we're going to look. We're going in for 2368 BTC. Okay. Look at TVK. BTC is a strong buy here on the signals. We'll take a look at how these signals run up. They're giving you AV, BNB. I don't know how these run too well. Look at TVK, BTC. I'd like to just take these signals one day over and over again and see if they play out. It's funny. You know what? How about we take $50 in this strong signal and we'll just see what happens. And we'll kind of play that game. Probably anything will go up at this point if you hold it long enough. But we'll just see, you know, I don't trust these signals and I usually do not take them. I'm just being honest. But we'll take the TVK. We'll put $50 in this TVK trade and we'll let it run. We'll let it run. We'll see what happens. All right, so 2370 already starting to move this Ren call, right? So again, we were at 0.0888, right? Triple eights, and we're going to create that trade at 2370. Bitcoin for Ren, okay? A lot of Bitcoin trades for me lately because Bitcoin is doing its thing. It's going to run up and down. Every time it kind of comes back a little bit, it's going to pump these coins, but then it's going to take the USDT pairs up and it's going to keep the coins pretty leveled with it. I'm in a Golem trade. I'm in an XSP trade. I'm in Sol. I'm in Kava. I'm in Phantom for BTC. Okay. I'm in Atom for BTC. A lot of Atom trades. Okay. Not going too great, actually. Down a little bit on that trade. But I'm holding these things for at least a month and a half. Watching these altcoins have their fruition time against the Bitcoin. So Ren BTC. And then we build this position slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And look, we got in right now. We're okay. It's at 2369. We bought at 2369. It's at 2367. We're down $1. And there you go. And then we're going to build that position 4 times in a row. We're not going to buy it all at once. All right. Now we'll take that strange TVK. We'll just take this because they say it's a strong buy. We won't even look at the chart, which I don't suggest ever doing. I just think this is funny. I want to see if these really play out. I like also TVK. I think it's a great project. So it can't hurt to hold a little bit of it. Can't hurt to hold a little bit of it. So again, we want to find $50. Should be like 0.001 because the 50 is pretty close. But 50 divided by 56331. That's why a lot of people have problems too. Yeah, it should be 50. Did I hit the wrong button? 50 by 56326. 56304. Definitely not times, man. What am I thinking? Like, why am I getting so messed up in the head now? You know? It's like I'm getting like aired out. Anyway, I'll just 56,260. Bitcoin falling down a little bit, taking down. Now it's going to be good for altcoins, in my opinion. It's going to help the altcoins, right? RLC, BTC moving, .USDT, Cody, GRT. Yeah, GRT. We're going to look at GRT too. You have any stacks? I don't have any stacks. What is the bunny boost, man? Tell me what the bunny boost is. You got me all excited. Add them by the end of this month. I'll post a buy zone. Profits for Wise, well spent. TVK, man, been holding since 12 cents. YFI will 2x or 3x in BTC value. I believe that bond market is going to kick off the dump. Probably will. I have 3 Powerball coins. Did you get any profits on Luna yet? I actually ended up I ended up selling my Luna. I was in a futures call on Luna. I sold Luna. BAT USDT about to do some damage. BAT USDT. I could zoom in on this. Okay, cool. Measured move target to the 0.9 plus on the Fibonacci. There you go. So BAT did its thing. But to me, see, this chart's hard. To me, this chart's hard to read. I don't know why. I'm not trying to be rude. It's there, but to me, it's like I just want more information. I want more lines. I want to see more, you know. That's my opinion, you know. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being dead honest, just stating how I feel. I love it. I think it's clean. I like the way it looks. But it just like, it's a little like, okay, show me more. Like, tell me more. What are you saying? To a beginner, they look at that and they just go, I don't know what he's saying. I have no idea what this means. What is a Fibonacci? Like, what is they're lost, man. Probably has like, it probably means everything and it's like perfectly done, you know? So they need to learn, obviously. I see what you're saying, but. Sorry, we got a little zoomed in right there. Anyway, shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys for jumping on in to the live. Okay, sorry about that. 220% APY. Internet of Things project, 130 minimum, easy 5x minimum. I believe that too. If you have free cakes, farm IOTX on Pancake Swap. I might end up doing that. I posted in the group about Bunny Boost. Check Bunny Finance. It's mentioned in there. Thank you so much, man. You're the man, dude. You're the man. Let's see where you posted this because I'm excited. I'm excited. Bunny Boost, dude. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about Bunny in a little while. I got a video about Bunny coming on out, so I want you guys to think about that too. Okay, so just reading something about Phantom. Okay, so this is some crazy news. All right, Bunny and Cake isn't done, guys. It's gonna be a lot of movement for Bunny and Cake. So get ready, guys. Get ready. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Binance Smart Chain is just getting started. Ordered some new glasses. I probably will wear them tomorrow on the live or when they come in a few days. But check it out. Okay. All right, can you take a look at ADA, please? BAT, please. Let's take a look at ADA and BAT. I want to look at Phantom real fast, though. Takes me a second to get through all these coins. Phantom at 48 cents. Back to the basics for Phantom. Okay. Started to have a nice pump. Things were looking really good. Let's see what's up. Came back down, but I like it. You know, it's supporting itself, bouncing off the 21-day moving average right there. 21's about to curve back up above the 50. I like what we're seeing here. And just, you know, all you have to know is you got it in between the 0.5 and the 618. And you rest assured that you did the right thing. You were patient. You waited. You got it in the golden pocket. And it's just, that's a beautiful retest. It broke out, coming back for that retest. And that's a textbook buy on the 4 hour. Textbook buy on the 4 hours. So I like what we're seeing here for Phantom in the USDT pair. Let's take a look at Phantom on the BTC pair. I'm telling you, I'm hungry for my Bitcoin lately. So it's all about the BTC pairs. Now, same scenario for Phantom on the BTC pair, doing exactly the same thing. It's mimicking the USDT pair. So watch them together. Watch them closely. These are going to be some big buys for Phantom. Eventually, it's going to fly. Okay, it's only a matter of time for Phantom to do its thing. 1 inch, holding that 414. Same idea though. Came up, came back down. I told you guys there was a double top on all of the 4 hour yesterday, and I said, doesn't look great. You know, it's sad. You know, I said, it looks nice. We have this beautiful pump. Things are moving today. But I said, double tops on the 4 hour are never good. They're never good. But look, we're running down quick, pretty fast. And we're getting to that oversold region from 1 inch a lot quicker than the other coins. And that's what I like to see. Resetting itself, getting ready for a bigger move. Daily just creeping up onto that dotted line. And that's where the magic happens. So get ready, man. Look at the last time 1 inch spent some time up here. It did some serious damage. So look, daily had to reset. But dude, we're ready to go now. Momentum is in our favor for 1 inch. So shout out to everyone who's on that 1 inch train. It's taken a while. It takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to make that big 5, 6, 7, 8x. I'm telling you. Sometimes you get the coin and 2 days later it pumps. It happens. You get lucky. But that's not the case every single time. And what you want to do is have a consistent strategy that lets you make this money like this. I would take profits on this. Look how far away it is from the 21-day moving average. Look how oversold it is. Just something you want to do. Bounce back up, man. Yeah, even here. It's getting a little more room maybe on the 4 hour. But you wait for that 4 hour to do the same thing as that daily, and then you can snatch yourself right out of it. Bake holding this 144 area. Went all the way to 162. Wow, 160. So shout out to Bake getting busy. Now you can form, see how it's forming this parabola? And I believe Bake is just going to make its way on up into a new level, into new lanes. So watch out for Bake. Early coin. It gets sold off a lot, and then it comes up to the top. So watch out for Bake. Lon Ranch went from 11K to 7K APY. Yeah, that's what happens. The APY changes in 2 seconds. It's as fast as many people get into the pool. When the pool's small, it's low. As the pool grows, you have to share the pool with everybody, and they have to share the percentages. So they don't have the coins. The coins don't grow. The pool grows, so you get less of the pool. When you get less of the pool, they bring down the APY. What's Luna telling you today? We'll take a look at Luna. Yo, Lifer, second day here, loving the content. Thank you, Eddie. Really appreciate it, man. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thanks for coming on into the live stream, doing your thing. Doing your thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is what I see happening too, you know. They're making big moves. And let's just take a look at the news now for Cake and Bake. Because we got some Bake news. Or some Bunny news. But it's all connected, in my opinion. It's all connected. Oh, what did he say here? Oh, it's probably on their on the Medium, on their vlog. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm doing this Hyrule swap. Let's take a look at what's going on. Site can't be reached. Did they get a rug pull already on me, huh? Interesting. You never know, man. I'm always like ready for these rug pulls. All right, so we're already harvesting. We're doing our thing. $3.34. Okay. It's been going from $3 to $4 in and out. Last night it kind of pumped up to about $4.50. But the harvest is going well. So far, so good. I put about $500 in this. Wow, I went all the way down to 3,000%. We were up very, very high. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at home. Let's see what the TV locked. Yeah, so locked is up to that 900,000. When I got in, we were at 300,000. Still going so well. We already made about 15 of these. 15 times 3 is about $45. And we got in about 370, 360. So down a little bit in the trade, but we probably made 45 bucks up. You know, so we're down 50 bucks. We're about to break even at the very moment, but we'll see how lucrative it gets. They did lower this really fast. This was at 11% last night. Now all the way down to 3,000%. Interesting. I thought this would stay a lot higher for a lot longer, is what it is, right? That's also a little disappointing, but still a very high APY, but not as high as before. It kind of makes it a little not as fun, right? I'm in the long ranch though. Oh, I'm up at 7,000. I'm here at 7,000. So we're still at 7,000. Not too bad compared. 13333. The 3 is the magic number. But we're into this. And again, high risk. High rule swap, it's called. .com. Extremely high risk. Extremely high risk. Don't do this and don't put money in that you're not willing to lose. All right? Just want to bring that up. But this is something that we found last night. We jumped on in. We're going to take a gamble on it. We're going to take a shot at it. Again, don't do anything you see me do on this channel. None of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor. And do not push yourself to do things that you're not comfortable with. BLZ, continuing to rip. One of my favorite coins. Look, I had this projection right here to break on out and to go up all the way to that line. Look, it came up, came back down and hit that line too. It's funny. We did blast through, but we did get a candle close right there before we ended up ripping up 53% and more. This thing went up another 74%. BLZ, another call for the channel, did some damage, man. This thing's continuing to rip, doing very, very well. Doing very, very well. The ADA BTC pairing. Let's take a look at ADA BTC. Down 4% in this beautiful falling wedge. I see this breaking to the upside. Only a matter of time, right? Let me reposition what I see here. Now we're interacting with the 200-day moving average. You know how we talk about that. So now the 4-hour and the wedge is coming to the 200-day. And guys, we go over that. It's like it's almost like simple mathematics, but we go over this all the time. So I'm just going to take the length of this pole to the price. That gives me ADA all the way up here, 3,500, 553 Satoshi. So how much Bitcoin can we make if we put a whole Bitcoin in here? We can come back with 1.7 Bitcoins. So that'll make you damn near an entire Bitcoin. 4-hour needs to come back down on the stochastics. I like what we're seeing though. Lack of bearish momentum is starting to lose, right? We're just getting to the end of this run. It's eventually gonna pop. It's only a matter of time. Let's look at that daily. Daily is spent and very, very low. So you wait for that 4-hour to come down. Wait for that 4-hour to come down. And I'm telling you, man, that's going to be a beautiful buy here. You know, it might come down a little more, touch the 200, go a little bit below wick, bounce off this support line here at 1,943. I like what we're seeing here. I like what we're seeing. So I put a limit order here at 1923. So I'll show you this now, right? Because ADA is on a tear. People talking about ADA. ADA is going to make a move. Only matter of time. We're going to see ADA make a giant move, right? So now we go to that ADA BTC pair, and we're going to put a 1,900 call on that. Oh, there's our TVK. We got to put the 50 bucks in TVK, right? So right now we got 15. We got 0.15 for BTC. So big BTC sitting at 56 even. Let's say 56,000. I like that. So we got 8 G's right there. So I feel comfortable putting about 20% in there. So 25%, 0.3. So we're going to go for the 56.76 down to the T. We're going to times that by 0.03. That gives us 1,600 bucks to put into the trade. And we'll do the 3.8, right? Okay. Now, so now I want to put $2,000 in. So now, right now, I'm going to take the 0.38. I'm going to divide it by 4.038. I'm divided by 4. It's going to give me 0.0995. Okay, so I'm going to make 0.0995 Now, what I want now is I want ADA to come down. So I'm putting a limit order in now. So we're going to go change this to ADA. We'll get to that TVK in a second. I'm excited though. I want to see what happens to that stuff. ADA BTC. So we'll take a look. And yeah, ADA BTC. So 100% will be 0.15. We've decided we want to put in about 2 Gs, 0.038, 0.0, right? 0.3. And we decided that a fourth of that is 0.09. So even if we go to 0.015, right? And I like to double check, man, like, because it's crazy with this stuff. You end up making a mistake. You end up buying a lot more than you want or doing something that you really, really regret. So that's 841 bucks, and that's going to be good right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the limit order where we felt like ADA is going to come to. So I believe ADA could come back down to support here at 1900, might even wick, right? So what we can do now is we set up here and we put a limit order in, right? At 1903. 1903. And we're only going to go in for half. And we're going to set that trap. Okay? So we're going to go 1903. Boom. And we're going to go in. Now we're going to wait to see if we hit. If we hit, then we're going to add to the trade. If we don't hit, we're going to see where we're at. And we're going to add to the trade. And regardless, we're going to build that position. But we're going to build it in a planned manner. In a nice, structured manner. We're not just going to be jumping in ape. Because we like, you know. So now we're waiting for this. We kind of have it set. Now there's a good chance the 200-day moving average holds it, but we could wick below it. See, the last time we played with the 200-day moving average. And look, these are the beginning of bigger catalysts, bigger moves. So here's the last time we played with it. We got pretty close, and we just bounced. See? We just bounced. Here we got a little bit below. See, what happens sometimes right there, we got a little bit below. Things were bearish there too, though. So, and bullish signs, look, we just bounced off of it. So there's a chance that we do not end up going lower than that, right? Which is going to be about 2029. And there's a chance that I missed the trade, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen perfectly to this T. You know, and that's why another good thing is sometimes I like to buy like 200 bucks right now just to get my feet wet, get myself into the trade, okay? So we know 0.15, right, was 800. So 200 bucks, we'll divide that by 2. Divide that by 4, right? And that would be 7.5. 0.0075 will be half, right? So 0.0035, okay, will be half of 7 and a half. Actually, 375. 0.00375. So if we take Bitcoin, right, and we times it with the 56,000 times 0.00375, right? That should give us about 200 bucks, yeah. And so that's now, like, I could take a nibble now on ADA, right? So now I'll take a nibble to begin my position, just to begin, just so I know I got some feet in the game. I got some, you know, and it's such a small amount that even if ADA went down 50%, you'd be down $100, right? So and this is how you build a proper position. Like, this is how you do it for a living. If you want to do it for a living. Now, if you want to just come in and out and do whatever you want, that's fine. But if you want to really do this for a living and you want to make this your lifestyle, then you have to have a plan. So we're going to go in for that 375, okay? Right where we're at right now, and we're going to create the trade. That way we take a nibble. We're already kind of invested into the trade. Gets us in there. Gets us in there, okay? So there we go. All right. Back to the tickers, guys. .009, so 56,000 times 0.0009. That's 50 bucks, 0.0009. So now we're going to buy the TVK. And then we'll get back into the tickers. We're going to see if this actually works. We're going to buy this signal blind. So it's a strong signal. Oh, yeah, it is. It's your number one strong signal. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take your strong signal. We'll see how great you are at 1200 Satoshi. And we're going to go in for 0.009, right? Bam. And we'll take this trade blind on TVK. And actually, you know what? Who never knows that? And it might be in a great trade years from now. Like, wow. And now we took a blind trade on the signal on TVK. We're going to test that too. We're going to see how that works. That'll be interesting, right? When you sell, don't put a limit order as well. When you sell, do put a limit order as well. Yeah, I always sell on the limit orders, man. Always. Every once in a while, I make a market sell. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I just want to get out and things are pumping really fast to the upside, I usually take a market order. And a lot of times the market order goes in my favor because people are jumping in like idiots and they're just buying ridiculous prices. When it's dumping, you don't want to use the market order because you end up getting dumped on and getting a bad price. And you can still get a bad price, but that's why I use Binance has the liquidity. You tend to not to get the pain. Things tend to work out pretty good on Binance because of the liquidity. So you don't have to worry about the up and downs as much, you know. That's just what I found. But it's all, you know, it's all about perspective. It's all about you, what you're doing, how you're trading, your style. You're trading stizzy, right? Shout out to Bunny doing its thing. Shout out to all the coins out there in the game. Right? All the people making all these crazy coins, man. I just think it's better than the stock market because you can spend every coin you have, right? Like every coin you have could become used as currency if you really needed it. So, Ivo Patricio, hi Lifer, love of the content. Thank you for what you're doing for the community. Can you please check Theta? Yeah, sell ETH. Here, phony. Yeah, I got 840-ish ADA too. Is there a cup and handle in VeChain? Andreas, would you sell to put a limit order as well? Yeah. Is there a cup and handle? Thoughts on Sparta? I like Sparta. Sparta's coming up. SHR is forming that cup, ain't it? Let's take a look at what he's talking about. Finally got into a flow yesterday. Yeah, flow is hot. I think flow is good. We talked about flow, and I think flow is important. Flow kind of was on my radar. Now I realize where flow is going. It's already got that big market cap, but, you know, right? Bagwell, 33. I just want to let everyone know you can super chat me. I don't think everybody knows that super chat's available, but super chat is available. So like if you got to go or you're going to run and you want me to check something, or if you're in a big position and you just needed me to go over it and you want to catch my attention because, you know, I don't know it's that important, just super chat me and I'll put it right to the front of the list, you know. Just want to let everyone know that's an option. You don't have to do it. Just an option. Soon as REN becomes fully decentralized, it'll make moves. Like if I was watching a guy and I knew that and I was like, well, I kind of want to go, but I want to look at this. I'd just be like, hey, can you go over this then? Right? Mana BTC, please. Let's look at Mana BTC. About to do damage as well. Mana's about to do something. Because Mana's that video game, man. These were coins that I was looking at back in the day. No one really thought about or cared about. I like Kava right here doing its thing. Kava seems to be in the bit of this cup and handle too. If you look at it on the daily. It's extending the handle a little bit so we could make the handle look like this. But to me, yeah, it's still forming that cup and handle and eventually going to break to the upside. Only a matter of time. We're going to see Kava do its thing. Come back down to the daily and rip Kava. All right, let's take a look at Mana BTC. Mana BTC, Decentraland. All right. Wow, ripped. We missed that. Look at this. This is a cup and handle right there. Ren kind of has the same deep cup too. Funny, I just saw pattern recognition. Ren in a similar scenario. There's your cup. There's your handle right there. And blast off the handle. Look at that thing. Mana did damage already. About to break its all-time high. It kind of did. Went right to that wick. Interesting. Now you got to go to a smaller time frame, see what it's doing. And okay, so now we take a look at this. You got to start building the story, right? And so look, we are at the bottom of the pattern. It's where I really like to buy right there, Mana BTC. So I like it there. Let's look at the daily though. Daily is high, man. Wants to go to the upside. I just feel like I've missed the move a lot. I like to get in here on this handle or even somewhere at the bottom of this area. And that's why it's boring right now. Like We're sitting here for 1 inch. 1 inch may even have to make a handle, and then like people aren't ready for what has to happen. They just want it to happen immediately. But like it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Thoughts on Sparta? I like Sparta. El Padrino, hey Patricio. Thanks guys. Are you learning? Metaverse morphed with augmented reality. Our whole world will change inside the metaverse. I agree. Willie Fistergrass. I like that name too. Anyone who learns this way will have an edge of about 30x over the members who only take targets. Yeah, is there a cup and handle when you sell, or do you put a Luminord as well? Yeah, so take a look, man. So, you know, Mana, dude, doing its thing. But I feel like we missed it. So now we want to find like the cup and handles. And that's why we're talking about Ren. We're talking about, and I got some cup and handles brewing right now that I'd like to show you guys on the charts too. If you guys aren't paying attention, let me take a look here. So we look here, PNT, BTC, cup and handle, clearly doing its thing, right? So put that on your radar. Okay. SXP, BTC in a cup and handle, clearly. Put that on your radar. See, they look exactly the same. Kava, BTC was in the cup and handle. Put that on your radar, right? So these coins are kind of ready. I did the math. I did the look. I kind of was like, okay. I like Conlin. Yeah, we looked at Conlin. Plus, you'll be able to look for other coins, grow your wealth, as well as contribute to the community. Yeah, man. It's exactly. Mantra DAO. Have you seen Kai Lin? Let's take a look at Mantra DAO. Thank you for Ramza for sending me the pancake swap stuff. It's going to be a boost for Pancake Bunny. We also voted. I believe there was a vote for that, but I don't know. We'll see. How do you go back on LP tokens to original coins? I have that all done in a thing, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Ooh, look at Bunny Boost coming soon. Look at this. Bunny LP, Bunny Boost, and Bunny BNB Flip coming soon. Interesting. May want to get into that Bunny BNB Flip. APY, 2,400%. That's great APY. And you earn Bunny. I like Bunny a lot, man. Bunny is making some. Wow, 123. Bunny is up huge today. Wow. The cake auto compound continues to pay me. Look at these bunnies. And the cake continues to come in. I'm telling you, we started with 1,800. This earned me 200 cake at one point. And cake sitting at, that's almost $2,000. Am I wrong? Like, cake sitting at $13. Yeah, times 200. I mean, and then on top of that, it's earned me a 15 bunny at this point. Wow. So alone. Wow. And I also found Reef at the beginning with my cake when this began, before I found this pool. And I also made 2 EGLD from it. So like cake has made me almost like 4, I think, just in passive income. Yo, this is insane. Yo, Bunny. And then what I have right now is I'm earning Bunny, right? I'm earning Bunny here. But wow, we're going to get into this Bunny boost. Earn Bunny. Deposit Bunny, earn Bunny. Yo, I'm going to take all my Bunny out of this Bunny, and I'm going to put it into here. I think I can do it right now. So I'm going to get into that. So we're going to get out of the Bunny here for Wrap BNB. We're going to claim. Make sure you always claim before you get out. Super important you're claiming. So we're going to claim, and that's going to pay for a lot of fees, that 0.177. It's going to pay for a lot of fees, that Wrap BNB, right? It's like $30. So we claim that, wait for that to go. Wow, I just can't believe Bunny is growing like this. Bunny is doing its damage, man. What a great, there's always something fun. When you're in all these different projects, there's almost always something fun happening on any given day. It's insane. It's really insane. So let's disclaim, some things, these take a little second. You know, they're slow. They're not the fastest sites in the world. But look, earn. Now it's still kind of holding on to what I just earned, I guess, right? Now we're going with Max Bunny. We're going to hit the withdrawal button. Max Bunny. We're going to take all our bunnies out. Exit, claim, and withdraw. Right? Also, at exit claim, so you get to claim as you withdraw. So look, they make sure you claim every last bit. It's pretty interesting. Okay. Let this do its thing. I don't stress this stuff at all. It all goes through well. Bunny's doubled literally in the last couple of days. Went from 60 to 120. So Bunny is continuing. I think Bunny will be back to 100, 250 bucks where we saw Bunny before. And so you can see I'm completely out. And I don't even sweat it. Like, I know the Bunny's in there. Like, you could, certain people might sweat it, but I don't butt it. Look, Max Bunny, there's my 15. And we're going to approve that Bunny. And we're going to get this boost, whatever it is. We're going to get it. It's going to be a 19-cent fee, dude, to get into that pool. I mean, come on. Instead of $40, $50, $60, $100 on ETH, come on, man. Let's get real. And you can see that nothing is paying you even better, and this is paying you even better, right? So once you see the Bunny in there, the deposit will come in. I approve the Bunny boost. Pretty sure we did that already. Sometimes you have to pay to get the contract and then approve the Bunny boost. Let's see. Okay, now I get the deposit. Max deposit. Now, I think I have to approve something. Yeah, there we go. So another 11 cents, I guess. So you approve the contract, then you pay to deposit. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's just make sure it happens. Everyone's like, are you guys on the fence? Like, is it did he just throw away all his money, or is it still there? Bunny is going to the moon, dude. How much did you start with on this? Oh, not a lot, man. I'll be honest. Not a lot. Maybe you can't deposit yet until it's time. There it goes. Can you do a technical analysis of the ESS token? We'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at Kylan. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. 55 people, 48 likes. Can we get the likes up? And look, deposited 50 Bunny, and we're going to let that Bunny run. And I bet you that's going to be a nice high fee, man. I bet you it's going to be a nice return. They've been really, really good to us at this site. They've been really good to us. So, I'm with it. 19 hours, let it run. And it teaches you patience, too. You just got to wait. Nothing's guaranteed. The Bunny BNB flip, though. Interesting. But the Bunny boost, man. So, I love it. Look at the ETH farm, mad funny. It's a chocolate bunny just doing nothing. Pretty funny to me. Anyway. So, yeah, we jumped out. And look, the BNB, this flip is going to be better. There's going to be they have a cake flip. They have all sorts of fun stuff here. You know. Now let's take a look at Pancake Swap. Did they have anything new in their farms and staking? I got some cake to harvest. There's a couple cakes to harvest there. I'm in the cake BNB pool. Always in that cake BNB pool. Just why not? You know, throw a little cake BNB in there, let it run. IFOs. I missed the IFO. I was really trying to get into the Belt IFO. Oh, this is coming up soon, actually. This hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so when the sale happens. So the sale is, I don't think the sale happened yet. Belt will be the next one. So nothing to claim. You'll be refunded. Or maybe it already happened. It may have already happened. So pretty cool. Let's look at their pools. The cake pool's still doing its thing. 158% cake. And you can compound the cake. So when you compound it, you're actually making a little more than the 133%, right? But, you know, the pools are what they are. This was all the hype when it first came out. You know, the Dodo pool. Swing Bee's on my radar. I like Swing Bee. I think it's worth holding some Swing Bee. We're going to talk about Swing Bee in a while. Farm. 105%. 900% for this Belt. So Belt, you know, when it comes out, they go Ramp is hot too. Ramp hot, giving you some good returns. So not too bad. 300% on XMark. BMX. IOTX for BUSD. Right there. And I think they have a pool here, an IOTX pool, which got mentioned. IOTX is hot right now. It's giving 170% if you got a little cake. Earn some IOTX. It's nice to just get into another project without having to really risk your own money. It's kind of nice. Using another project's money to get into another one. Shout out to everyone. Bunny is going to the moon. All right, guys. Now let's move on. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. VeChain. Is VeChain in a cup and handle? Let's take a look at that question. Shout out to Andreas for taking the tutoring sessions, taking it upon himself to get serious about crypto. Thank you so much for supporting me and my business and becoming part of the Crypto Lifer family. We did have a little bit of a cup and handle here. Let's go back to the 1 hour. I think we had a littler one here. It was. Look at that cup and handle. And we called it for you guys. Look, we made this. We said, look, cup and handles break to the upside. Remember that guy said, why are you making your lines vertical like that? Why do you make your lines diagonal? Like, because that's how the price moves, dude. Look, followed my line almost to a T. Came to my rejection area, came up. Now it's kind of hanging out, really right there. Pretty far. Measured move was a little higher. But VeChain going into that price discovery, man, at 633 cents. So shout out to VeChain for doing the damage. And look, we had VeChain in this cup and handle, said this is going to be a beautiful play. And what happened? It was a beautiful play. Let's look at VeChain, same idea here as it changed perspective. And this is what happens, man. Come down and we look at the 4 hour. What are we going to see? We're going to see the 200-day moving average interacting with the last part of the pad. How many? I've said this now, I think 150 times on the channel. It's that simple. When you see the 200-day moving average coming into the last part of the wedge, you start to get in. You start to get in, and boom, prices erupt to the upside. Does Bunny give you a free $120? My wallet got a random $120. No, I don't know, man. That hasn't happened to me. Maybe it happened to me. Maybe it happened to you. Hey, just take it as a blessing. Take it as a blessing, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in to the live. My wallet got 120. Bunny is going to the moon. Call me Sam. Funny. I will call you, Chris. You're close to me, Chris. I love you. I love you, Chris. I love you, man. Don't worry, Chris. I love you. I won't let the fame take me away from you, Chris. My close friends are like, yo, come on, man. Don't get into that YouTube stuff and just forget about us. Funny. I'm just messing with you, man. I see this breaking on out. Sushi doing its thing, doing damage and continuing to the upside. It's just more upside for Sushi. Look, 4 hour interacting with the 200-day in a funny way and also just already just moving on out. This is more aggressive than we've seen. All the other ones are in falling wedges. This one couldn't even make a falling wedge. It was so aggressively bought to the upside. So it's telling you, we're also going to kind of come down here on the 4 hour. We're ready to rock. So Sushi probably going to do some damage. Ready to go on that daily. Starting its journey up through this chop, but it's doing something interesting. Let's take a look at Sushi BTC. As you notice, there was a time when I was going to flip the BTC pairs, but it was when I was comfortable, when I was ready. And now I am ready. Look, this isn't a cup. What's really cool, so the USDT pairs did their thing, right? And now you can take all the TA that you learned from making tons of money on the USDT pairs, buy some Bitcoin, and then start using the Bitcoin and growing the Bitcoin with the same TA that we used before that hasn't happened to the BTC pairs. This is a giant cup and handle. This is a giant cup and handle on that daily. Daily starting to flip up to the upside. We're seeing some momentum here. Wow. Let's take a look at the oscillators. MACD's lack of bearish momentum. Looking pretty nice to me. This is looking good to me. I like this. I like this trade right here. Sushi BTC. Woo. This looks like it could make you some serious doja, right? So here's another one that we found now. Another cup and handle. So I'm telling you guys, I try to make it simple. I try to make it real simple for you to make a living, you know, to make an honest living trading crypto. But it can be done. It can be done, right? It really can be done. So let's take a look at here. At 3,254 Satoshi. And I'm going to send this out to the tweet. Send this out to Twitterland so people know what's good. All right. And I also take this and I put it into the group. This becomes something that like will be set in stone for you to watch. And look at the charts of group only, man. I keep it militant. Nothing in here but charts. If there's anything but a chart, it's actually an actual trade like this. Like I'm showing you my actual trades. GLM, XXP, Sol, Kava. I'm showing you what I'm doing here. And if you have the patience to hold 2-3 months, you're going to see some amazing rewards. Shout out to Chris Conlon, donating $5 into the super chat, man. Really appreciate that. You're the man, dude. Love you, Chris. That was nice, man. That was nice. CTSI, baby. XRP. Let's take a look at XRP for Chris on the super chat. Paying for that knowledge. Paying. See, he wanted it. He got it. See how that $5 gets him right to the top of the list. I love it. And you want to see the USDT pair, Chris, on Binance, right? Or USDT on Coinbase, too. We could take the Coinbase. Let's go find the Coinbase, because I know you hold this on Coinbase. XRP, USD on Coinbase. Do they got the Coinbase? No, they do not, huh? Interesting. I guess because they took it off. All right, so we'll look at the USDT pair on Binance. Okay, so this is what I see. This is where I've left it at. I've been watching it for a while, right? I've been tracking it. The daily looks pretty good. About to have a MACD cross and about to enter the higher momentum part of the stochastics. So, one of XRP makers have sold a lot of XRP today. Interesting. That's not good news. So take a look at this. So I see this going back up, to 90 to 98, right? 96. Let's see how this happens, though. Let's recreate my chart. A lot of messiness right there. Also, I talk about cup and handles all the time. Now when I get busy here, I see the cup and handle for XRP. XRP's break to the upside. XRP's break. Cup and handles break to the upside. Really, really nice. As you've seen many times, as I've shown you guys over and over again. I can show you many cup and handles that have already broken to the upside. The deeper that bowl, the better. This is a very deep bowl. That's the length of our price. Is going to give us our position. Beating this all-time high at 77 and then continuing on up. I see an $87 target. 87-cent target for XRP. Let's take a look at the 4 hour, see where the 4 hour is going. 4 hour actually wants to reset, so it looks like in the next few days that we're going to see some big movement. 4 hours getting bullish, and so is the daily. So XRP looks ready to go, man. Funny, I was talking about it saying, but I really hadn't sat and done my due diligence. Hadn't spent some time sitting, hanging out with XRP. Let's take a look at the support and resistance lines, see what we have to deal with on our way to greatness for XRP. So we can see we have a clear support here at 33 now. We're kind of done with the 30s. I don't see we ever go back down there again. And we have some resistance as cores. A couple, not too much though. Not too much in this area. So let's see how much we have to deal with. Support and resistance here. Wow, so we have a big level of support and resistance. It's that 51, 52 area. I remember saying that back in the day. I said once we broke 51, 52 back in here, it looked like it wasn't going to be a good level. And once we broke it, look, we dropped really fast. We tried to test it again, and we dropped really fast again. So not a lot of resistance in this whole zone. Look, we never really came in again. And when we came back in, we flew, we dropped, we flew, we dropped. So this area really was kind of like a pass-through area for XRP. Every time it kind of went there, here's the first area of chop we have. So we might have a little chop right there. So you might have a little problems right there in that area. What would you invest if you had $200? You got to pay me for that. No, I'm just... let's take a look at what XRP can do right now. Okay, so 94% gains for XRP coming. So I like what I see for XRP. And that would kind of put it back on the radar. People start talking about it. I just want to get rid of this SEC business, but this is a cup and handle, clearly. I'm starting to see it for what it is. No fluff, no puff. This is doing what it's doing. So I like it. I like it. Do we see a bit of a hidden bullish divergence? We see slight divergence. Swing up to swing up is in a high trend. Swing here to swing here is in a kind of a flatter trend. It's in an uptrend, but not the same. If you brought this to infinity and this to infinity, they would hit each other. That is divergence. Tells me that the trend will continue. I actually really like XRP here at 46 cents. And again, it's not me, it's the chart. I just read the charts. The charts tell me what to do. The chart's telling me XRP is going to be going to the upside in the next few weeks. So yeah, shout out to Chris Conlon for the $5 super chat. And thank you so much for bringing on XRP to everyone's radar. Anyone else who wanted XRP, there is your price prediction for XRP. Thank you guys so much for watching that. And thank you for tuning in every single day. It really means the world. Okay. All right. Now, I know I missed some tickers now. Cartesi, CTSI, man. They pumped that really hard the other day. Lubos Fafeta. Let's see, CTSI. Do you want the Bitcoin pair or the Tether pair? People want to see what it costs, monetary value, but okay. Now look at this. I had a trade for this, and it played out exactly as I said it would. Isn't that insane? Look, I showed you the inverted head and shoulder. It said it's going to break to the upside and hit the green line. What did it do? It broke to the upside, hit my green line, and then it bounced back down. So if you took profits around here, you did exactly what you should have done. I had a beautiful call. Look, I don't know how many. I mean, I think I make about 20 of these a day. Some of them don't even make it to my subscribers. I do so many of these. It gets absolutely insane. You know, sometimes I whip them up on the live stream, never to be seen again. Had to get a good stretch. Oh, get that back moving, man. Get that back moving. Okay. Okie dokie. So we set some traps. We got some positions laid out. And we're waiting. And we're patiently waiting. Right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you so much. Cartesi, look at that though. So now if you look at Cartesi, now it's by this area, by this level. Right? We're now forming the bowl. Right? Giant bull. So we can get out of that idea, but there was the idea. And you can see how you can break down multiple levels, multiple areas. So now we're in the cup. Now we're in this giant cup. And it's going to form and come out of the right side of the bowl. We see this a lot. A lot. So this is poised to blow to the upside. Only a matter of time. I like this. This actually looks really nice. 4 hours low. Let's take a look at that daily. Daily's a little overbought, right? But doesn't mean it can't double top, but it just... I hate when I see the daily fighting the 4 hour, right? Like we may make the candle. We may make the side handle here. There's a chance we make a bit of a handle before we blast to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at. Looks like we'll make a handle on the daily as we come back down. 4 hour probably comes up to the top because the 4 hour still looking pretty bullish, right? So we could kind of make a move up here. We do something, maybe go sideways. We'll see what happens. Could be a small little handle there too, though. But I'd be watching this. This is looking really nice. This is looking really nice. That's a retest of the ascending channel in Cartesi. My chart played out to a T. Yeah, bouncing off yeah, you're right. It is hitting this area here. Yeah. And so now I would like to make support and resistance lines. And it's super important. And I just want to reiterate how to make money, guys. And I talk about this all the time, so look for it now. Look for it. You see a falling wedge with the and this is now the 180th time I've mentioned this, and I'll mention it till I'm blue in the face till you guys understand how to make money. But the 200-day moving average is crossing through the bottom of the falling wedge. That is where you want to start to get into a project. Also, you're going to see hidden bullish divergence. You're going to see bullish divergence here. If you go to a smaller time frame, that's going to establish how to get in. Okay, so you use hidden bullish divergence. You use bullish, hidden bullish, any type of bullish divergence you can to establish the idea that you're at the bottom of a pattern. That's where the patterns are bottomed out. Then you see bearish divergence at the top, which sends you back down. It's back and forth. But as long as you're getting higher highs and higher highs and higher lows, you're on your way through a higher channel. Right? So now you can see that this is clearly in this channel now. And it's actually at the bottom of the channel, so it's about to bring itself back up to the top of the channel and probably do something like this. It's actually a pretty good place to buy, technically, even though the daily is kind of high. We're forming a new channel. And now we can put this in a giant cup as well. And this is just like how you build the story. And cups break to the upside, right? This is a very bullish pattern. We're starting a new trend to the upside. This is a trend. You can start riding this trend. The trend is your friend until it's not. This was a downtrend. We've now broken the downtrend. It's clear to me, right? And you can see too, this was like, you could even took this level if you wanted, from this candle to that candle, and then, you know, we've breaking that trend clearly. ADA USD bullish divergence. ADA USDT. Where's the bullish divergence? 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, daily. What are we talking? ADA USDT. Well, number one, we're in this beautiful pennant. Can't even say we're in this pennant here. We're in a couple pennants. This bigger pennant. But we're also in a smaller pennant here, right? See that? Bam. So ADA doing its thing. Only a matter of time till ADA breaks at the upside. Really about to do its thing. I see ADA continuing, going up to about $191 from 116. It's going to be a nice gain for ADA. Look for ADA just can continue. Soon it's going to be $2, $3, $4, $5. Its all-time high was 131. It's already played with that. 156 came back down, right? And you're just going to see it pumps and dumps. It pumps and dumps. It pumps and dumps. It pumps and dumps. That's what you're going to see for ADA. Now, we're getting a curve up here on this 4 hour, telling you that there's some momentum here. The daily actually wants to take us to the upside as well. So if you just take that daily and you ride this ride, this is going to be a big ride. I'm seeing a lot of indications there's going to be some big moves in a lot of these coins. Cardano, BTC, right? We talked about that. It's going to beat BTC. Once it makes this big move up out of this channel, it's going to beat BTC as well. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys rock, man. What else we got going on? ESSS, did you see Kylan? Mantra DAO. Mantra DAO on Polonia X for USDT. Om. I love that Om. Like doing the mantra, right? And look, this isn't a cup and handle. See that? It's cup and handle season, man. And some of them were late. You know, I thought we saw them all, but no, there's more. There's more cup and handles ready to go. So yeah, you're right. This thing is just getting started, and it's going to break on out to the side and just continue to the oof. This thing can run. This thing can really run. Can only really get it on Uniswap and stuff like that, but this thing can run. So shout out to Hadouken for putting that up on the radar. Hadouken, you're honing in, man. You're getting pretty sick. Talking about 50, 60 coins every few days. So I really like what I'm seeing out of you, man. Unbelievable progress. The guy met me, said he had a little trouble trading, wanted to get in, wanted to change his life. I took a tutoring session with him. I think he took two tutoring sessions with me. I saw how much he wanted it. He became one of my first admins. I think he was my first admin, possibly. He was always super supportive, very loyal, and always there to help me too. Tell me, hey, man, you should drink some water. Maybe you should have some rest. You know, he was always like a friend to me, and I really appreciate it, man. And I just love to see him doing his thing. And I know he has to be more successful than he was before. It's just guaranteed just by the way he's trading and helping other people. Looks like his account has to be growing. Like, it's just a fact of life. If he's doing this much effort, putting this much work in, his account has to be growing. Now, we're looking at this. These are these giant cups. This is when things wake up. ARP, BTC. So the BTC coin, these pairs are starting to wake up. They're going to go parabolic, and they're going to be able to make a run on Bitcoin that Bitcoin can just not keep up with. Bitcoin has to 4x at this point to go to 200K, which is going to be beautiful, but that's all it can do. These coins are going to have 10x, 20x, 30x. So, you know, even the crappiest coin can do a 6, 7x. Even the crappiest coin can do a 7, 10x. So all you have to do is play that. Look, basic attention token doing its thing up to 83. About to go to all-time highs today. See, every day there's a coin that is doing damage. And look, what do we talk about basic attention token? I gave you the buy zone right here. This is a call I clearly gave to everybody here on the channel. I gave you your buy zone, your sell zone. I gave you this trade. Perfectly done. Look. Said, you know, it's probably going to break out here, retest this side of this handle, and then boom, follow the cup and handle target all the way to $1.16. I've been buying this I've been holding this for 3 years, a long time. So I've been holding this project for a long time. When this pays me well, it's going to be a held, because I've been holding this for three years and adding to the position whenever I can. Didn't buy anything below above $40 cent region. Bought some 20 cent. Bought some 18, bought some 30, and bought some 40. And now we're finally getting, you know, the 20 cent now has done a 4x. So now, wow, this is really probably taking my account to a new level today. So shout out to Basic Attention Token, man. I'm putting a lot of behind you. We're using the Brave browser right now. Shout out to Basic Attention Token. Let's talk about the Basic Attention Token right here. Join the Brave browser. I use it every day. That's how we're bringing you this live stream. The Brave browser reimagined, 3 times faster than Chrome, better privacy by default than Firefox, and uses 35% less battery on your mobile. Who doesn't want less battery used while you're streaming the net on your mobile phone? I'm telling you, 35% less. That means you can watch like 2 hours more. Who knows what else? Or you could do more. You could just do more stuff on your phone. This is really cool. You also get paid in the Brave token. You end up hooking up this little Brave guy. He's connected to your phone, to your streaming. And when you watch, basically, if I turn this off and I go to YouTube, so we could just go to YouTube right now, right? And if I can go to any video I want, and I don't have to watch any ad at all. My YouTube experience is completely clean because of the Brave browser. I really want to bring this up. A lot of people watching YouTube watching the ads, right? You don't have to watch the ads. So check it out. Oh, there's my stream, you know? Look at Crypto. So look, let's take off the Brave browser right now. Okay, so we just took it off. And now we're going to go to Look, number one, we got an ad right here. We'll get an ad right here, right off the bat. Okay? We didn't see. Now let's go to Crypto's. On their way. I love this guy. It was a falling wedge with the 68%. You know, he does. You know what? He does basic pattern TA, dude. He trades a lot like I do. I'll be honest. He does basic pattern TA, and he kind of shows you a pattern and a measured move, and then he gets to tell everyone, "Look, my prediction went to plan," and it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. And you can't hate on the guy because he's putting his name and mouth out there. He's putting $1 million trades up there. He does what he has to do. Yeah, he loves to do the clickbait. He is what it is. But hey, he's bringing you that knowledge. So I'm just trying to bring something else that would bring, like, I want to take this down, but yeah, it's probably going to mess me up. My whole point was, usually I'm getting ads sent to me. But whenever I have the shield up, I'm not getting any ads. So shout out to the Brave browser. I tried to plug you guys. So just wanted to bring that up. All right. I love the Brave browser, and I have a link for you to use it right here. And if you hit this link, it supports my channel. I get some Brave kicked to me by the Brave company. So if you hit it right here and you sign up for the Brave browser, it's really going to help your viewing experience. You're going to get paid to watch the ads. If you watch an ad, you get paid in Basic Attention Token. Make sure you're watching this in the 720, 680, nice and crispy. 60 frames a second. Make this look really good. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for being here, man, and being a part of the stream and being a part of my dream on my way. 10,000 subs. Can we do it? I know we can do it. I know we can do it faster than I have ever imagined, too. So, can you please check Theta? Sell ETH. Yeah, let's take a look at Theta. Theta continuing to rip. Some people are like, should I sell my Theta? Someone called me the other day. Said, Theta's about $3, $3.80. Should I sell it? And I said, I don't think so. I think we're seeing some big movement in Theta. I think Nano's calling my name lately. Let's take a look at Nano sitting at 592. Only a matter of time till Nano begins to look, starting to break out. This is a trade that's going to make you 35% gains. Now a little shaved, right? But Nano, again, the 200-day moving average is coming in the bottom of the pattern. Now it doesn't have to be a wedge. As long as it's around the bottom of the pattern, it's a catalyst for a bigger move to the outside. Just got to remember that and use it to your advantage. Here it happened again. Similar pattern. And we started to break on out. Similar pattern. So I like what Nano is doing, and it looks like Nano is going to break its all-time high here at 771. It's on its way right back to the all-time high. So watch Nano doing damage. Great coin, actually. One of the best coins to use. Send your friends money for absolutely zero fees, and actually doesn't use any mining, so it doesn't hurt the environment. It's actually a beautiful coin. It's actually really what coins should be. Not many people talk about it because, I don't know, it doesn't get its recognition, but Nano is a good coin. I like Nano. I own some Nano. Because someone gave me Nano. They gave me $100 worth of Nano at the beginning of this bull run, and now it's like $800. Shout out to XRP Muser up in the spot. Thank you so much for coming on in. Might as well make you a moderator, man, just in case you ever see someone doing something funny. Just made you a moderator, my dude. Just in case you see anyone doing something funny. Write the comment now. I think your comment should be blue with a wrench. But Mana BTC. I thought we looked at Mana BTC. Yeah, we already looked at this thing. It was blast off. Blast off, cast off. Yeah, right. Get real. Have you seen FET and VET pumping up lately? Been holding it long time. Yeah, no, I know you're right. Yeah, right. Get real. Yo, there you go. XRP Muser, moderator, up in the spot now with the wrench. Here's one of my good friends. I know if you see anyone doing something malicious or you see a random, like, you see a comment that doesn't need to be there, you can just kind of get rid of it. Funny, that bug that we hear in the summer that plays in the back of the sound, and it's like, I haven't heard that bug yet. So, man, you're right, though. About to blast off on the 4 hour. Looking really, really proper. A little bit of hidden bullish divergence as well because we have swing up to swing up, but it is not as apparent here. Tells me that this trend will continue. Man, is just beginning to go parabolic. I think you're right. This is just getting started. Let's take a look at the daily, though. The daily was really high, and that's kind of what worried me. That's what kind of stressed me out a little bit. We've seen this cup and handle, though, starting to make a move. Would have liked to have get in on that handle. And that's why I have some cups ready for you guys. Check it out, guys. Look, I got a sushi cup, BTC. I got these cups and handles ready for you guys. Look, we got the PNT BTC cup and handle. You're going to see a lot of BTC pairs coming up at you. XSP, BTC. If you have some UST, just sell it for Bitcoin and get into the trade. Sol, BTC. A lot of them will work on the USDT pair as well, but they're not going to be exactly the same. So I do encourage you to take Kava, cup and handle. So these are my trades. I'm taking Kava. I'm taking STX. I like that. I'm taking Sol, BTC. Okay. I'm taking SXP BTC. All right. I'm going to be taking some ADA BTC as you saw as well. And then I also showed you guys, I'm in SXP, I'm in GLM BTC, PNT BTC, Kava BTC, Phantom BTC. I'm getting ready for a giant alt swing. And what I want to do is at the end of this swing, I want to have more Bitcoin than I had before. At least 2 to 3 more. I'm trying to make 2 to 3 Bitcoin out of this run, man. At least 2 Bitcoin. So that's the plan, man. You need that fake vaccine badge now. That's fucking crazy. They got a fake vaccine badge that like kind of covers you, but like, right? Paid V2 BOLZ cop now. Chilling. Paid V2 boy versus boy V2 boys. Paid V2 boys cop now. I see what he's saying. Paid V2. Yeah, maybe not. It all depends. Update on CTSI. Falling in. This is like, yeah, you're right, man. There's your buy zone in that area right there. If you can get down. Stop loss 14%. Let it run. 91% gains. 61% gains into the 2 levels. I like it. 1,002 members today. Shout out to everyone here. We made 1,000 members in the Crypto Lifer Trading Group. At that point, my wife said that we're going to have to charge like $3 to enter the Crypto Lifer Trading Group. So there may be a time today. It may be the time where I come up here. I go into here and I turn this into a private group. We may manage this group today. And we may turn this group type. This may be turning into a private group right here. Look, this is going to be happening in the very near future. So this is your last chance to jump on in for free before we make this a paid group, because there's just too much action going on. People making too much money. And yeah, Lifer Private LTD. Great stream. Sorry I got up early. No worries, man. No, we're done. It's 11:30. That's when the stream ends, man. You did your thing. I think we went over a lot of stuff. We went over a lot of different coins. Let's see us. ETH BTC. Let's take a look at ETH BTC. Let's take a look at ETH. ETH is just gonna fly. So I don't even look at ETH. I don't even look at it. It's gonna do damage. But this is the calm before the storm. Paid coming back. You're right. Paid version 2. Look at it, just flew. Like he said, cop now. Yeah, right. Let's take a look at this 15-minute. So paid back up in the mix. It is up 63% already. Vite continuing. It was up 100%. Now it's up 122%. 15-minute is starting to flag out. This thing may want more. This thing may just be like, you know what? I'm not done yet. Like, interesting to say the least right here. Vite. I don't like to chase green candles, but there's a chance this actually continues to the upside. It goes from 13 to 20 cents. I mean, that's insane, right? It may not be done. Chance you get 54% more out of this. Take a look at the 1 hour. It's getting spent though, and it got sold down on that wick. And look, it hit my exact target, my green target there. Pretty weird. Yeah, this thing's, I mean, I don't chase these. I would love to have gotten into it. It's over. And I just walk away. SRK, you guys were bringing up SRK all day last night. Every one of you guys, you brought up SRK over and over again last night. Also, it has this, this is what I saw 1 inch do, and then 1 inch just exploded. So, wow, SRK, man, on my radar. You guys were talking about it last night. We mentioned it numerous times. We mentioned a lot of coins last night. We mentioned Kusama, Wax, Polymath, VRA, Boson Protocol coming out. We found some new things. Berry Data, Strains, Meowth, SNX, ARC, Kava, Unify, Unify Stake, Unity Stake. SRK doing some damage though. SRK doing some damage. Sad because they put it on my radar last night. Dudes were like, yo, buy some SRK. SRK's hot. SRK's hot. Up 29% already. Breaking out of the rising wedge. Going. That's when things start to go parabolic, guys. So this thing is just getting started, honestly. But wait for a pullback on that 1 hour. 4 hour actually still has a little more room to go. And the daily, let's look at that daily. Show me the daily. Nothing. I got nothing because it's too early. This thing came out February 26th. So wow, it just started with the USDT pair. And it's on KuCoin, man. Wow, this thing is only 2.5 cents, guys. This thing is going to do some damage. I wish I knew about it under a penny because this is really where we wanted to get in. I'm a little late already. I already should have 5x my money at this point. That's how I look at this thing. I'm hard on myself, right? CHR continuing to rip again. I mean, come on, CHR. Wow. Wow. Telcoin, you guys keep telling me about over and over again. You guys brought up Telcoin like every day for the last week. Honestly, my subscribers, you guys are smart, man. You guys were on point. You guys were telling me about Telcoin, and I did not listen. I did not listen. And look, I should have listened. Telcoin continuing to break to the upside. Mithril, AXS. So now we're seeing there's just always some altcoin movement on the low. FET is blowing up. T-Fuel is doing some damage right now. Gonna fall. Nulls, Key, ILTX, man. Just like he said, my dude, look at the cup and handle. Cup, there's your handle. Explosion out of the handle. Sometimes the handle is sharp, sometimes the handle is big like this, but it's a cup and handle nonetheless, and it's my favorite pattern, man. I should just name things cup and handle from now on. Like, yo, there's my cup. Look, this is a cup and handle too. Like, it doesn't matter, man. I make so much money based on the cup and handle. It's insane. It's absolutely insane on any given day. And now we're seeing some big movement. TCT, Theta back to 581. Theta just does not want to stop. I can't believe this run for Theta. I mean, that's a straight line. I mean, definitely want to take some profits for Theta at this point. I mean, that to me, that's just the highest I've ever seen it, right? I feel like it has to come back down. I mean, we'd have to double top at least at one point. Take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hour is riding so high. It usually comes back down to the 21-day moving average. I know it's like I don't want to sell something that's just like, oh, it's so hard to sell. It really is, but man, making me want to take a little nibble off my Theta. So let's take a look at Theta right now. Wow. Sell half my Theta for BTC. I don't know. It's nuts. I don't stake any of my Theta too. Not doing anything with it. Probably should be. Theta, man. Now, if I were to sell all my Theta right now, let's take a look what I would be getting. I'm thinking of taking some profits on Theta at this point because it never goes that high and does not come back down, right? 579, I just feel like, you know what? And I'm also trying to teach myself, you know, we got to learn how to take profits. We got to learn how to take profits. So we could even just sell, you know, I'm going to sell 25% of my Theta up here. All right. Just sell 25 and then I'm going to buy back in. I'll sell 50%. I'll sell 50% of my Theta right here at 578 because to me, bouncing up here and getting that high, I mean, it never And then what I'll do is I'll pull a mini fib here. I'll pull a mini fib. If this is that buy zone, it should come back down to test this 618 at 459. At the very least, it should come back down to 510. See what I'm saying? Now it's at 582. It gets really hard to sell this stuff. It does, right? Like every time you go to sell, you're like, oh, if I sell. But look, it almost every time it comes back down. So let's delete everything. Let's clear our minds. Let's see if we can do a live sell here, because it's very hard. I'll be honest, but it's shit. Yo, every time, look at this one, came back down. Let's look at the last 3 impulses on a fib. So we pull a fib here, came back down to the 0.5, all right? We pull a fib right here. And this is how you have to be rational about all this stuff. Came back down to the 0.5, right? There's 2 in a row. We're high on the stochastics, right? I don't know. There could be another leg, though. The stochastics tell me there could be another leg to the upside. It's insane. Stochastics say a little more. But look, the 4 hour, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Double topping up here. It's usually the height. Do we see some divergence? We don't see divergence yet, too, but it's just, wow. Wow. 581. This is insane what a run it went on. But if you want more of it, I just feel like you could sell here and buy back. SHR going to 4 cents. Shout out to SHR. Starting to make its move. We gotta trade on this. It's breaking out that buy zone. Retesting now on that higher level of support. This thing is gone. That's an SR flip. You can take SHR to the bank right now. That's on its way to the moon. So shout out to SHR doing damage on the 4 hour and the daily. Wow, 4 hour and the daily are set to go. That thing's ready to rock. And look at the bowl that we have. Look at this giant pennant that we're in. Dude, that's kind of a cup and handle, even if you don't notice it. It kind of is. You can kind of do one of these. You can do one of these, and it's not the best, but it's like, I mean, to me, it's a cup and handle. See? It's a cup and handle on SHR, man. About to do damage. More damage for more coins. Like, I've never seen so many cup and handles brewing. Just absolutely brewing. I really feel like this is the sell point for Theta. And you know what? Fine. I'm going to sell 50% of my Theta right here at 578. And you're going to see, you got to learn how to take profits, guys. And we could buy back. We could buy back at another time. But you got to learn how to take some profits. So there we go. We sold some Theta. Finished on a limit order, right? So we didn't pay any fees. We sold some Theta. All right. We sold 397 Theta. We got in really early, man, and we took some profits. And I plan on buying back in. Nothing continues up like that forever. Like, if it does continue up, it's probably going to come back down. You know, we'll see what happens. Maybe it was the worst sell of my life. You know, we'll see. Huge pump for Theta. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Did I sell the 1 hour when it was low? It still has room to go. Look at that. Interesting. Could have waited for the 1 hour to get even higher. But now look, the 1 hour suggesting bearish divergence. You see it right there? Bearish divergence in the 1 hour. That's a key sign. Swing up to swing up, swing down. Let's go to the 15-minute too. A lot of times I'll see it here. And and there's some bearish divvy here. There's some strong bearish div as long as this doesn't come back up to the next line. So we'll watch this play out. Was that a good sell? We'll see. What do you guys think? Was that a good sell for Theta? Or was I crazy to sell my Theta right there? You tell me. How much bunnies do you think is worth for the boost? I don't know, man. It's up to you. I don't know. Can you tell about Ecom and NFT token? Love your videos. Yeah, economy. You guys keep talking about economy. You guys are really giving me the news. You guys make me hot. Economy. Gonna have to put this up. OMI up there on the radar. 33 cents. I like this. Market cap small. We don't know much about this. Already up 8,000%. Up 4,000% in 30 days. See, these things are just like, we're new to them and they're already up 4,000%. All-time high is 336 on February 29th. All-time low was 33333. Very low. Now it's 33. So this is 1 penny. So it's 0.3 of a penny, man. Not even half a penny yet. Economy. What is this thing? Let's take a look at it. The VV premium VV is an app-based marketplace for premium licensed collectibles. With VV, users can obtain common, rare, or one-of-a-kind digital collectibles, customize and showcase them in a virtual showrooms, as well as buy, sell, or trade collectibles with other VV users, all from the palm of their hand. Secure wallet. So interesting. Economy, Viver, token metrics. Interesting. Take profits is good. I'm waiting for mana to drop after taking some there. Thank you for a great stream as always. Anytime, guys. Anytime. Thank you for jumping on into the live. Really appreciate it. Okay. Now we're going to get into the news. We're going to see what's going on. But I just feel like, yeah, there's some bearish divergence there. Theta is super high. I mean, I don't know. Win and hot. Let's take a look at hot chain, man. Yeah, these are the little guys. You know, there's always a little guy in the game. But shout out. Let's type in Ecomi with the VV app. Interesting. And see, now we can allocate some funds, and like some of the funds that we made on Theta now, we can allocate into maybe some NFTs. And you just got to believe that you're always exploring, and your new explorations are going to be better than your last ones, right? So why not push forward and continue on up? Let's take a look at Hotcoin, man. Wow, there's just so many coins. Cody BTC about to do something here. A bit of a cup and handle here, a little mini cup and handle. Let's look at this. 15-minute cup and handle. Little mini cup and handle. Bit of a cup and handle here too. Hard to see, but there's a cup and handle. We could also just put it in this pennant, but this thing is looking extremely bullish on the 4-hour. Cody BTC looks ready to run. If you ask me, looks ready to run. I like it. Coming down bottom of the pattern. That's where I like to buy. Aggressive buy right there, bottom of the pattern. Making its way on through. Let's look at the dailies. The daily spent. Daily's a little high. Worries me. I don't like that. I don't like buying when the daily's that high. I really don't. Bit of a cup and handle, though, for this as well. Interesting. So I'll watch that daily, wait for it to reset, but the pattern looks nice, man. The pattern looks nice, regardless. So maybe we could do some chop down here as the daily finds its way, but the pattern looks beautiful. Interesting. Cody BTC. Looks like you can make some gains, too. Right now, it's at the bottom of the pattern. 700 Satoshis. We could sell all the way up there. At 1,200 Satoshis, make 60% of our Bitcoin. What exchange is Cody available on? It's on, I trade on Binance exclusively with 3 commas as an APY, because at 3 commas, you don't have to really go into Binance at all or do anything with Binance. Wow, so a lot of coins continuing to rip today. Vite now up 100, and Vite just continues. We watched it up 100%, it's up another 50%. And look, we called it here. Look, we said, I think it's going to continue. It really is, though. That's insane. You know, I have a problem chasing big candles like that. You know, just not my move. But SRK, guys, you guys put me on to SRK. You guys put me on to a lot of hot coins. It's hard doing this for a living because, like, I feel like I should have gotten everything. Like, look at CHR and this. Anything you can put in a pennant, just play the pennant. Play the pennants over and over again, man. And look at that. You could have just played this pennant here in the 15-minute since we've been on the channel. Slapped it in there. Bam. Taking profits at this point. You could have taken profits. Wow. Even as the stochastics are curving down, it's going to the upside. See that? So you got to watch stochastics too. Look at that. A downward stochastic with an upward momentum on the 4-hour. Just continuing to rip. Defying all odds. Paid now up 200%. Just like the man said. V2 starting to come back. And now everyone's like, okay. So it was a smart idea to buy the low paid. When paid got dumped on, we said, hey, we should buy some down here. I almost did, but I hesitated. My buddy did, and that was a good move. He got paid pretty heavily, made 200% gains. So take advantage of these hacks, right? They tend to fix them, and then the price comes right back on up. Let's take a look at Hot and Win. Hotcoin is one of my favorite little winners. It's like my little runner. Hotcoin, baby. Holochain on Binance. Look at it. It's doing it what I love it to do. And look, I said it was going to break out of this wedge, inverted head and shoulder, and continue all the way up here, 37% gains. And it's starting to do its thing. And look, we had it pulled on a Fibonacci. It bounced off the 618. This is your chance to buy. This is where theta is right now. I mean, FTM. So don't miss your chance to get into FTM. FTM's kind of right in this pocket, right here, in the 0.5 and the 618 pocket, just hanging out, man. And this is what they do. They form these wedges, then they begin to break out. This is a bull with a bit of a cup and handle as well. Watch for this to go up, man. This is only 0.3 of a penny as well. And this thing hits 3 cents, you're 10x in your money. So this thing hits, right? No, actually, no. Yeah, if it hit 3 cents, you're 10xing. Yeah. Paid still has a proxy EOA. They can mint tokens. I wouldn't buy into Paid. So much for handling their keys better. Also saw people getting banned for asking about it. Yeah, right? I can't stand that when people ask something about the admins that they don't want to talk about and they ban them. It's like instead of explaining it, right? Now take a look at Win. Win is another little quick coin. Wink. It's another little tiny winner we talk about. It's not even 1/10 of a penny yet. It's 2/10 of a tenth of a penny. So this thing goes to a penny. It's going to do like 100x or something. It goes to I think it goes to 2 cents, it will 100x. It will 100x at 2 cents. If it goes to 2/10 of a penny, it will make a 10x. So this thing is just the smallest little gainer in the world. But even this coin is starting to do its damage, starting to do its thing. So shout out to Jose Patricio talking about Win and Holochain. And look at them. If we put them in perspective here, and what do I talk about? We're on the 4 hour. And we see that the 200-day moving average is at the bottom of the pattern. This thing is about to explode. You put a couple $100 on this and just forget about it for like 2-3 months. And you're going to be sitting on a little bit of money. It's that simple. Again, don't do anything I do on this channel. None of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. But remember, we cover a lot here on the channel, from mining to staking to the newest coins to the fastest coins to DeFi to NFTs. And I feel like we try to encompass the entire space in one live stream. And we also try to give you some help along the way. So shout out to everyone on the live stream. You should really follow a page on Twitter called Wagon Rugs. They warned about Paid in January. Said it was a scam. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's go on over to Twitter and follow that page. When someone tells me something, I don't take it lightly. I'll go do it immediately. And you'll see me do it live. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33, please. Up to 882 followers. Could we get up to 1,000 followers? I bet a lot of you guys are not even following me. Make a Twitter page. Jump on in. Help me out. Let's get the Twitter moving. You know, every little bit helps out here. At Warren Ruggs. I thought it was Warren. War on Rugs. Oh yeah, like War on Rugs. Yeah, I see. War on Rugs. I like it. War on Rugs. I like it. Scam artists hate us. This official War on Rugs. We are a community based on grassroots movement against rug pulls and scammers in the crypto sphere. Do your own research. As the community is growing, we have noticed newcomers don't know how our scoring mechanism works, so we have made a scoring explanation. Warning advisories. Scam advisories. The owner of our project have the ability to exit scam, rug pull, or slowly drain its investors. We have reasons to believe they have strong evidence it will happen in the near future. And full and soft audits. So they pass checks. So this is pretty cool. I like that. Did they do anything? It looks like Paid recovered 650 ETH on V1 during the hack, but only added 350 back on V2. So on top of the 240 ETH stolen, they added even less back to V2. Of course, none of this is locked. What are you going to do with the 323 ETH left? Shady, right? Now, update Paid team added the result of the LP 25 minutes after the tweet. However, liquidity remains unlocked at this point. So, okay, fun fact, Paid hack is now worth 30.7 million. Are you refunding liquidity providers too, right, Paid? No, they're not, right? So they're all over them too. And they make sure to call them out. Beware that Bing Swap is an obvious scam. Fake team, fake partnership. Pretty much everything is fake. Yeah, look. Like, that's not even a real person. Same hair and everything. They make these people out of Photoshop. They put a hair on someone else's head. Dude, Honestly, there's a guy talking about how you can fake people's faces on, and it's called like deep skate. I don't know. There's a whole new thing about face deep. You guys know what it's called? ETH gonna rip big. It really is. It really is. Look at the paid CEO page. A bunch of sock puppets on his account. That's pretty cool, man. Rupee touching $4. Yeah, baby. What's Reef saying? Dropped off for an hour, back on. How's the Ren trade? Ren's doing its thing, man. Ren's doing its thing. We're going to continue to add to that Ren trade, though. And let's bite the bullet. Did we sell Theta at the right time? I mean, we didn't sell all our Theta, too. We sold half the Theta. Remember that. Just sold half. Right? That way I'm still in, and I don't have to, like, feel that FOMO of not being in Theta. We just sold half the Theta. Right? We sold at 579, 580. So, and again, look, 583, 584, continuing to the upside. Oh, like the pain, right? But that's why you just got to chill. I know we're oversold. I know whenever we're here, we come back down. We come back down. And I know we had bearish divvy. And I believe this is going to play out. As long as we continue, as long as this stays lower than this high, and we continue higher, we still have bearish divergence, which is going to have to play out eventually. So, now I could be wrong. This thing could just continue to rip. That's why it's hard to sell in these bear markets. And that's why a lot of times, man, I don't sell. I just buy on a dip. I buy on a dip. But I'm trying to learn to take some profits here throughout the run, like as we go in and out. You know, it looks like we could hit the top and come back down here too. Test 569. Even come back down. This is a high possibility we hit this level here, 558. Here's another level. These are 3 levels that I'm looking at to probably get back in. But believe me, I'm trying to get back in already. I'm already FOMOing in back into the position. So it's hard. It is hard to take profits. I see Luna continuing to go up on my chart. What do you think? Let's take a look at Luna. I'm sorry you asked about it earlier. Apologize there. I did not get to it. Luna looking nice right now on the 15-minute, right? Did not hit my exact sell zone yet, but got pretty damn close, right? We did pretty good on this call. Take a look at the actual projection that I made because it was pretty spot on. Yeah, it's starting to flag out here on the 4 hour. Let's look at the 6 hour. Starting to flag out here, and that's a good sign. To me, you're right. Yeah, it's showing that when you see a flag, when the price wants to, let's look at the 1 hour. I want to look at the shape of this. All right. So 1 hour, you're right, is oversold, but it's making an inverted head and shoulder. You can clearly see it, right? Let me point it out in a second. Ooh, just pop. Look at that. Just popped. Just popped with some volume. That candle just erupted right there on the 1 hour. Interesting. And you can see this is clear inverted head and shoulder. We have our left shoulder. We have our head, and we have our right shoulder. Bam. And this looks like it's going to break to the upside, in my opinion. And this is bullish. I agree. This looks very bullish to me. Now we can take our measured move and say, okay, Luna, one of the biggest coins in DeFi. I found out yesterday when I really looked at it. And this thing's about to rip. So, shout out to everyone who took the Luna call. Looks like you can remove my sell zone. And this thing may actually begin to continue to the upside again. My sell zone was a little high. I guess your sell zone was here. Could have bought back in. And that's what we're looking at here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, it wants to reset. So it says we can come back down and form that shoulder. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily's getting high, but we could double top up here. So double top suggests a little more move, but eventually I would start to scale out a little bit. Sell 10%, you know? It's up to you, though. You do whatever makes you happy. But yeah, you're right. It looks like there's a little more to go, but we are getting to the end of that run. Just remember that, right? We've had a beautiful run. I mean, it's been a great 8-9 days straight. You've been in the trade. You've been making money every single day. So what goes up, my friend, right? What goes up must come down. Let's take a look at a Reef update. I like Reef right now. Reef is in a cup and handle. It's very simple. And we're going to stay in Reef in this cup and handle until it explodes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And so we went over Reef earlier, and I still like what I see for Reef. How does the chart of Ocean Protocol look like to you? This will be the last call, and then I'm going to get into the news, and then I got to jump on out of here and start my day. So thank you guys so much for jumping on in. Okay, Ocean Protocol looks great. Look, falling wedge, broke to the upside, right? I have it projected to go all the way up to the green line. Where did it hit? It hit basically my green line, got a little far above it, but targets all day. Sell at the target, right? Now you can get back in. So the target here was about what? 161, 160 area. So if you sold the target at 160, beautiful. You could bought back in at this 140 area and made a little more ocean, got a little more ocean out of it. Continued to gain wealth. So I see we're kind of in this channel now, right? And we're forming, it's a little funky, it's not the best, but and it's starting to be a bit of a bowl. So to me, we're consolidating, and I don't see us going lower than this 140 area. It's really saying, hey, 140 is it. Like, we like 140 a lot. And you can tell, look, there it is. The price always comes back to the previous high, and there it is right there, guys. Wow, there it was right there waiting for us. So bing to bing makes complete sense. Now you can enter the trade again. And was that exactly at 140? It was, right? So this is a perfect time to get into the trade 139. Really support, as long as it respects the support and resistance lines, which I see all the time. And Tezos, thank you for the great work. Shout out to the super chat. It's about to come in a second. Bam, there it is. Shout out to FKPO5 for the super chat. Thank you so much. We'll look at Tezos, and then I'm going to look at the news and take a break, because this is like a full-time job, guys, and sometimes is absolutely exhausting. $4.26 for Tezos. Let's take a look. And sometimes I'm on fire. Some days I am better than I am at others. I see a cup and handle yet again. It's cup and handle season, right? So let's take away the previous work here. Bam. Bam. We could let it fall out the bottom there, right? That was just a nasty wick, but we could try to include it. But to me, cup and handle, clear as day, right? Clear as day. And it's going to form that handle, and it's going to break to the upside. So, cup and handle on XTZ. Get ready to make your move and do not sleep. Man, the problem is, too, we go over so much, and then you can't hone in, you can't remember. So you got to write this stuff down. You got to get a whiteboard. You got to focus on some of these. Like I gave you 10 calls. You got to take a few. You can't take all 10, right? Take 4 or 5. Hone in on them. Watch them. Make your bank. Do your thing. There, 39.73% gains coming out of XTZ, forming this cup and handle. Okay? Thanks a lot. You're the best. Anytime, man. Anytime. Anytime. So there's a cup and handle for XTC. I see this booming up. Let's take a look at the health of the 1 hour wants to reset, telling us there's a little bit of pressure. All right, 4 hours really coming on strong, wants to make a move. So we look at that daily. I think the daily is going to be kind of a little hot, but we could double top here, get us out of the cup, and maybe start to retest, right? So there you go. Also look at some support and resistance lines for here and see where you got. We're at strong support. As we bounce off here, we bounce off here again. That's $420 region. We break that, we're coming all the way back down to 386. So I don't want to see us break 420. Anyone on crypto Twitter you recommend to follow? I don't know. I don't really follow that many people. Yeah, Jacob Canefield. I follow so many people. Just follow me and see who I follow. I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter to really remember that. Sorry. Seems like I would, but you know. Crypto Dog, Crypto Zombie. I follow them all, man. Follow a lot of people. That's about quant stamp. And look, Penn now is forming a new range. It's about to blast again. So Penn now about to go up. New target for Penn I'm going to give you for Penn Gaming, because people like Penn Gaming. I like Portnoy. He kind of stands up for the little guy, right? He made his money, but he's from Swampscott, Mass, fellow Massachusetts guy. I also am from Massachusetts, so you're getting all this love from the lovely state of Massachusetts. I see Penn Gaming going all the way to 191, so stay in that. We went over Reef like 4 times. I probably can't go over it again. Thank you, Zonks, though. I know you've given me a super chat before. I feel rude because we've gone over it numerous times. I'll go over it one more time, but I'm exhausted, man. So look, Reef, it's in a cup and handle. I talked about it numerous times. Okay? It's in a cup and handle. I'm going to wait for this cup and handle to do its thing. And I'm just going to be patient. It's that simple. I have what's called patience. Okay, and that's how I get paid. Gotcha. I just asked because I found a lot of early calls in Crypto Alpha on Twitter. Never even used Twitter before until a few months ago. No, for sure. Twitter's great. Twitter is great. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin and what they're saying around the world. Could be some news that happened right now that we missed while we're headward in the charts. And that's what I want to do for you guys, because now once you get out of the charts, I want to be able to give you the news so you can go on with the rest of your day. As Bitcoin approaches $57,000. Yes, let's say that again. $57,000 for our spurred back up once more. Definitely coming for that all-time high by the end of the day, as we said earlier on the live stream. Bitcoin's not all about the price. Okay. Brody Milham, how's it going? Loving the streams. Thank you so much for loving the streams. I'm loving you, man, for saying that. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. JP Morgan just runs in there. The government is going to push the price up, man. The U.S. missed the boat heavily by being greedy. Wow, Buterin even talks about Tether being Bitcoin's ticking time bomb. Trying to take a shot at Bitcoin because he's Ethereum. Funny. He doesn't know how many people buy Ethereum. It's a ticking time bomb for Ether too. If he's going to say that, then it's a ticking time bomb for all of us, right? I don't think it is, though. Okay. InfoWars Alex Jones lost a laptop with $560 million worth of Bitcoin. InfoWars founder Alex Jones has lost a laptop with 10,000 Bitcoin that were given to him by RT host Max Kaiser 10 years ago. Damn, man. Max Kaiser comes to me. 10,000 Bitcoin for you. This is the future. It'll be the new global currency. He's on record. At last, the laptop, he put the 10,000 on. Today, what's 10,000 Bitcoin worth? Wow. After Bitcoin roared back to 560,000 earlier today, this would be worth a whopping 560 million. American comedian Andrew Schultz went on to physically slap Jones, who swore he had a cryptocurrency fortune. He was the guy who told me it was going to replace the dollar and that the Japanese guy invented it. In a tweet, Kaiser, who is known as one of the earliest Bitcoin, confirmed that he did gift 10,000 coins to Jones back then. They were trading at just mere dollars. The price was just under $5 at the time. Still, that's like $50,000 you gave the guy. A report by user Kaiser finally managed to convert America's most famous conspiracy theorist into a Bitcoin believer when revealing his 400,000 price prediction on Jones's show. As the coin is marching in its current trillion-dollar status, the multiple boom-bust cycles, many have failed to hold on to their crypto riches. Man, damn, man. Elrond platform now seamlessly accessible for Reef Finance. See, this is a big deal. Elrond, one of my biggest projects. Reef, a pioneering cross-chain DeFi ecosystem, partners with Elrond high-performance blockchain to advance its liquidity and interoperability. Elrond products are now accessible to the Reef Finance users. According to a press release shared with you today, Romanian blockchain unicorn Elrond Network has partnered with Reef Finance, a multi-purpose cross-chain ecosystem for decentralized financial protocols. The new integration will address problems of liquidity and interoperability as Reef Finance aggregates liquidity from multiple centralized and decentralized exchanges. It is crucial for them to use high-speed, low-cost infrastructure. The latest congestion and gas fee spike made Ethereum unattractive in relation to this goal. With the framework of the new partnership with EGLD token and Elrond native assets will be available on the Refinance platform. Also, all Elrond network functionalities will be seamlessly accessible to the Reef Finance clients. Dude, that's a big deal. Polkadot Algorand compound price analysis all going to go up. Ethereum Buterin says Tether is a ticking time bomb. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik argued that Vitalik Buterin argued that, like Ethereum, Bitcoin has its own potential bombs waiting to explode. The ecosystem around Ethereum could see failures and hacks discussed the participants of the Tim Ferry show yesterday. To this, Buterin said, I think Bitcoin's ecosystem does have its own ticking time bomb demons, like Tether is one example. How does he not realize that Tether would be the same for ETH? People are buying ETH for Tether all day. Tether is on the issue the most popular stablecoin and is being criticized for the lack of transparency. However, as reported in the recent settlement with the New York Attorney General office, Tether was obliged to disclose how its stablecoin is backed in more detail. They were published on a quarterly basis, and we anticipate that these will be published on Tether's website. That said, according to the analyst at JP Morgan, if traders were to lose faith in Tether, the Bitcoin market would likely suffer a severe liquidity shock. Around 50% of Bitcoin trades for USDT since 2019 However, USDT is also being used in Ethereum trading. For example, ETH USDT pair is a major cryptocurrency Binance. I know, that's what he's saying. So it's just kind of funny that he would say that because, I don't know. He's always been a smart guy, but you remember he's a nerd, right? He never got a lot of, he was that dude that did not get a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just bringing it up. Now, USA may have missed the boat a bit on the question of cryptos, SEC Pierce. Yeah, United States SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce thinks the country may have missed the boat a bit when it comes to cryptocurrencies. In a recent interview with Thinking Crypto, Pierce fondly referred by those in the community as crypto mom, said the agency's failure to provide clarity in their rules played a big part in why the U.S. may be missing out. In fact, she also noted that while one of the common narratives in crypto is that people involved in crypto are actively trying to do things outside the legal system, in reality, it's far from the case. What I hear from people is they want to comply with the rules, but you need us to tell us what those rules are. Because otherwise, how do we comply with them? She said, explaining that providing the said clarity is something that will utmost important with the security change amendment. It's worth noting that Pierce has expressed such views for a while now, while the commission often sees a pro-crypto and pro-innovation voice in the agency. Yeah, it's a good news for Reef, man. It really is. He didn't even get any Papa John's, right? Isn't that crazy? Imagine he lost all that Bitcoin. What a douche, man. That makes me upset because, come on, man. What is he doing that for? Popliano, the government is going to push Bitcoin to 100,000. Bitcoin, which is finally broken in 2 weeks, long slump, is now on its way to 100K. And the U.S. government is going to play a major role in making it happen. This is according to Anthony Popliano, renowned American entrepreneur, finance expert, and co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital Asset Fund, the staunch Bitcoin supporter. The government is going to push Bitcoin to 1,000K faster than any of us thought it would happen. The stimulus package won't cut poverty. It will accelerate it. There are no contrarians left on Wall Street. There are no contrarians left in finance. The CAGR numbers solidify Bitcoin's status as the best performing financial asset in history. U.S. Fed money printing policy is extremely good for Bitcoin. The U.S. national debt reached a total of $27.9 trillion, with 2020 fiscal measures against the coronavirus economic effects accounting for a fifth of the total debt at $3.38 trillion. Additionally, Fed's chair member Jay Powell is of the opinion that too much stimulus is better than too little, meaning that the U.S. government is tolerant of higher inflation and likely to continue injecting more money into the economy. He'd rather hurt the poor than hurt the rich. That's what he's saying. Same place from where you started. Rupee back to 3.8. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter. As long as it stays, rupee stays where it is, we're making money, man. You have to remember, every single day we're making money. Now, if you did the right thing, like I'm doing, I'll show you. So you got into the rupee pool. Are you staking like a boss? Did you watch my video where you farm like a boss? Are you farming like a boss? So we got 3.82, right? That's almost 4. We're making $12, right? Since this morning when I woke up. Now we go to the reservoir, you go to the Laurel Ranch. We're still getting that 9,000. We're going to harvest that and we're going to send that into the reservoir where I have a stake here going, right? And then we're going to keep feeding the reservoir and compounding that. Okay. And that's how you farm like a boss. So we're going to take liquidity out of the BNB pool as it's coming in, as we get the harvest, and we're going to send it back in to the reservoir. All right. At 3,000. And then we're going to basically making even more. We're going to be making the 8,000 and the 3,000. So back to the 11,000 in somewhat shape or form, and we're going to compound it as much as we can. So we're going to get the most out of this. As long as it stays between $3 and $4, I am a happy man. BTC hit live target during the show. Insane. Thank you guys so much for talking about that. And yeah, JP Morgan builds a basket of companies with Bitcoin exposure. JP Morgan files with SEC to build a crypto exposure basket investment product. So they're going to buy a bunch of things and you can invest in that. Everyone is scrambling to get onto the hype. New proposed ETF offers exposure to Bitcoin and stocks. The Bitcoin ETF is heating up in the United States. A new proposed exchange-traded fund, which was aptly named Equity Plus Bitcoin ETF by its issuer, Simply Asset Management, wants to offer investors an unorthodox mix of stocks and crypto. First, however, it has to obtain approval from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, who's doing a horrible job. FX branch of Japanese giant SBI planning a crypto move. Another subsidiary of the Japanese finance giant SBI Group, FX Clearing Trust, is reportedly targeting crypto-related business expansion. SBI has connections to Ripple, man. So that's just, Bitcoin, it's not all about the price. Whether a crypto bull run is unfolding in the industry, an asset characteristic as functionality, accessible tech document adoption take a back seat. At the moment, all eyes are on the asset's price during the infamous crypto bull run. But it's more than the price, man. It's a Pinto DeFi stablecoin distribution on the rise. Adoption was an alien term associated with Bitcoin and digital assets. Yeah, imagine a stablecoin that's pegged to Bitcoin, not pegged to the US dollar. Pretty interesting, right? Pretty weird. I mean, how would it be a stablecoin? What's it makes it any different than, than actual Bitcoin, right? Oh, also Grayscale adds the Graph token, guys. Grayscale adds the Graph token. That is a big deal, okay? Grayscale adds the Graph token. We're all about Graph. We love the Graph here. Let's show you the Graph real quick before we get on out of here. But we love the Graph. Graph is an amazing thing. Okay, check it out. And remember, I talked about that Bitcoin hash rate, BTST, ST. I want to show you that real quick too. That's going to continue to go up by the math. Based on math, this is going to continue to go to the upside. So, it's funny to trade this for Bitcoin in a way because it's like trading Bitcoin for itself, which is interesting. But I like where this is at. I like where it's at. It's in the 0.5618 Fibonacci level. It bounced off there. Now it's in the 0.3 to 0.5. It's in that level where it starts to make a move. Just telling you to watch this. Kind of a giant cup and handle in a way because you can say this is the side of a cup in a way. It's kind of on its way. So just 325 for this Bitcoin hash rate. Just say I didn't put it out there on your radar. I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, so we got rejected there at 57K. Coming back on. But yeah, we had a little room to grow, man. And look, hit the target right there, right? There was our green target. Bam. 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 And we're about to go all the way at 58.5. And I wouldn't be surprised. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in and joining us every single day here on the live, man. All right, that ends it for today. Really appreciate you guys sticking with me for these 2 hours every single morning. Please hit the like button. Bitcoin hit life for target during the show and saying, yeah, the best stream, and that's fast-speaking Slovakian guy. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I really, really appreciate it. So have a wonderful time for the rest of your day. You're all set. You looked at Bitcoin. You looked at Bitcoin dominance. You looked at total 2. You looked at multiple coins. You were all set to go for money. So you guys do your thing. Get ready. Yes, we also do tutoring. If you want a one-on-one tutoring, if you're new to the channel, if you don't know anything about what we do here as crypto lifers, let me kind of just break this down because I forget to plug this a lot. We have a Patreon, number one. Join the Patreon. And the Patreon, I'm going to be bringing you when to sell, when I sell certain things. I show you the exact money that I'm putting into trades. I'm a little more open-minded in the Patreon than I am in the regular Telegram. But also join the Telegram. Get to know me. Become a crypto lifer. We have 1,000 members today. Okay? And soon it's going to cost like maybe a couple bucks to join the Telegram. I got to figure out how to do that. There's going to be some type of bot I can put in, like a pay bot. Or I don't know how it is because I've seen some other people do it. So stay tuned for more as we continue in the crypto space. Excuse me as I burp into the mic. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you guys so much for everything. Stay tuned for more as we move through and continue through the crypto space. Just looking at all these different crazy trades I made during the live stream, and hope that they hit, hope that they make a move, right? So we'll watch. So far, that TVK trade is now working out. That one that we took but PVT started to move. PNT starting to make a big move. And once these things start, it's only a matter of time. So watch PNT, BTC starting to make a move. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for all the interaction. It means the world to me. I couldn't do this without any one of you. And we will keep on every single day till people catch on and feel this is the stream of a lifetime. So thank you guys so much. And we say crypto is life at the end of every stream. I count to 3 and together we can say it. So give you a moment to get ready. Get your vocal cords out. Ready? I'll take a sip of water. Make sure I'm ready. Make sure you're drinking lemon water or water. I want to get into Bitcoin. Should I wait for a drop? So where do you think it'll drop to? Thanks. We're on out. Oliver, thank you so much for asking. We're going to jump on out. But thank you guys. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Peace.